on YouTube just to confirm, and then we can get into it. But we're gonna check out the new patch. So we did last stream. We did a little bit of the new zone. I haven't done a ton since then. I played a little bit sporadically here and there late at night. So I'm just updating the Discord. But thank goodness it is working. We went live before supposedly, but it wasn't like registering that we were actually live. It was showing that we weren't. But there's a whole lot to see, and I'm excited to check it out because I think the delves, the difficulty changed where they shifted and became like more difficult again. So I think if you were doing like a level difficulty of like 11 or 12 last time, last Tuesday or before reset, now maybe your highest difficulty would be like an 8. So there's a new delve, all kinds of new content. I'm excited to check it out. Let's just quickly fix the YouTube really quick, and we'll get into it. I was also potentially debating, depending on like how the new content goes, how long it takes to get through it, maybe a little bit of Mists Pandaria. I do want to level a tune in Mists. I figured maybe I can do it off stream too, if Mists is not as like riveting, I guess, as like retail WoW, but otherwise I thought it'd be fun to do on stream. I don't know, so we'll see. Okay, let's get into it. So I did a very little bit. When last stream, I was sort of, I wouldn't say complaining, I was sort of like lost with the story, what was going on. I was trying to follow along and it seemed all over the place a little bit. But what I realized is, like, over the past few days, I'm just making sure we're live on YouTube, over the past few days, as I was doing the side quests, the story starts to unravel itself a little bit. So they sort of throw you in the mix without giving you all the details, I guess, of the story. So that's on me. And to be fair, I'm like guilty of this too when I watch films. Often I'll like watch a film, still introduce a character or something, and I'll be like, who's this person? What happened here? I don't know this relationship, and like they haven't explained it yet. But I guess I'm too quick to jump the gun in that regard. So maybe it was the same thing with the story. So it's okay, the story, from what I'm following so far. It feels a little retconned again. There are parts that seem redeemable, where like, and I'll be more specific. Xalatath, who's like the big villain of the whole story, this like void elf kind of villain character, like she's an old god or something, whatever she is. The whole time she's the villain, and this has happened many times in Warcraft. There's a bigger villain than she is, so now she works with us because we have a common enemy. And this has happened many times in the story of WoW. It's just this time it feels very like retconned, sort of. Like it wasn't going in that direction, and the numbers weren't doing too well. So they're just like, let's just wrap up the story really quick. We'll just retcon it. It feels like the same thing they did with Shadowlands. Shadowlands wasn't doing really well. They're like, okay, so screw it. So Sylvanas was just mind controlled by the jailer, and none of it really happened, and we'll just go back to normal after this. It sort of feels like the same kind of thing. It feels like since Shadowlands, they're just trying to sort of wrap it up so they could just like start with a clean slate. And I mean, that's my only critique, I guess. I don't know how it just feels like everything's rushed. Everything has felt rushed since like Shadowlands, in my opinion. But I don't know. Who knows? So where we are right now is this is the new zone. But when you click these things here on our map, these teleporter things, it teleports you to this like phase shift wherever we are. So we're in like this world now. And I think some world quests, quests or world quests only show up in here. And then some you can only do in the real world or whatever. So it's a cool idea. It's a neat concept. I don't remember why we're in here, though. Maybe there's a quest we have to do in here. Phase diving. So here's a quest, phase diving. So maybe that's why. So what I find interesting about this is you can't mount in this form. Now you can teleport, because otherwise you'd have to like walk around quite slow if you can't mount. It's sort of like the Maw, if you played Shadowlands. But I thought it would have been interesting to let you use your ground mounts, because ground mounts don't have a lot of value anymore. Like, you very rarely ever use a ground mount. Even in, like, dungeons, you're mostly just, like, running with, like, speed boosts. So I thought it would have been a cool opportunity to sort of allow you to use only ground mounts here, and then it sort of brings them back a little bit. But, so you can't teleport this way. Maybe what you just have to do is phase shift. Like here or something. I don't know why we phase shifted. There's a world boss up, though. I didn't notice that last time. Interesting. Let's try the world boss. I wonder what. So, okay, everything reset in the sense of the world bosses. Like I sort of outgeared a lot of the content, as most players did by the end of the season. So a lot of the content, like world bosses, delves, stuff like that, unless you were pushing really high end game content, most of this stuff didn't reward anything of value to you anymore. So that's all been reset now. So everything from world bosses to like low level dungeons pretty much offer you upgrades, which is sort of exciting. I sort of don't mind a reset. I used to get frustrated, like your gear's meaningless, but at the same time, it's nice to like be able to experience all the content again. So, I don't know. I sort of grew out of that like saltiness of losing your gear, especially with transmog. As long as you get to keep the cool mog, and I could just like I don't like the sets this season, so I could just change those. Who cares? All right, let's hope we get some luck and we'll get something decent here. I don't know what the drops are even, but we're not getting phased. What's going on? There we go.
The great dragon,
He died. Or they're fighting him? They're fighting all the way over here. Holy moly.
devouring all that is left of our world.
I was gonna say, can we get to him in time? But he's got plenty of health. This guy, is this gonna be a lag fest? I feel like this is gonna be a lag fest. Hopefully the game is not too loud either. So after this, we'll check out the delve as well. So what we did offline, what we continued, is just the same quests we were doing online, like when we streamed last. There's sort of forgettable quests. What I understand of the story is these ethereal guys, they sort of look like traditional horror mummies, like sort of wrapped in like bandages, sort of, but they're like ethereal. They're like ghosts wrapped in bandages. For a long time, I thought they were just like their own race, like alien race of some sort. But it appears like, well, they sort of are, I guess. But I think they once were more humanoid looking, more humanoid, and something happened where they became ghosts. If I remember what the quest told us recently, they didn't always look like this. Something happened. They started to look like this. And the wraps, I guess, keep them grounded, so they don't like lose their mind or something. Which I don't know. I shouldn't care too much for that, I guess. But whatever, it is what it is. So I liked when they were weird and like strange and not so grounded, because a lot of the quests are like one of them was like about mourning a mother, looking for a sister or something. It's like it's too human. I liked when these guys were more alien-like. I thought that was cooler, but. Okay, so are we supposed to do something? I just saw an action bar come up, but I don't know. This is just pure chaos. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy how much health this guy has. We're probably not doing a mechanic right or something. What's this debuff? Untethered space. Huh. I'm not sure what that means. Roar. Let's summon the ads. Should probably move him off the pink. Holy. Anyway, so what we did is we did a little bit of the quests. The quests were like sort of forgettable, but the one thing that we did get that was interesting was this cloak. This cloak that we're wearing is like a new thing of the patch, where everybody gets this cloak. It's a special cloak that gives you specific mitigation or something in the new raid. There must be mechanics that you need this cloak for. So it's like a gimmicky kind of thing. And I don't mean gimmick as like a negative way. It's just it's a thing that's relevant for this patch, and it'll probably get replaced next patch, maybe with something else or whatever. But what I'm grateful is, and they've gotten wise to this over the years. Before, it used to be like weapons and stuff that you'd be stuck with that you'd have to hold on to for like a whole X-Pack or a patch, and it sort of sucks because it's like, well, sometimes I don't want to always have a staff. Sometimes I want to have like a pole arm or something else. So now when they do this with a item that lasts a long time, they make it a ring, they make it a necklace, they make it a cloak, things that you can't even see or things that you don't really transmog. So like they can still do you keep this item for a long time gimmick, but we as the players can still like customize everything, because like you can't transmog rings. So that was a smart choice on their part. I really like that they started doing that. It didn't take them long, I think, to listen to that feedback. Now, the answer, I guess, to that ultimately is just let people like transmog anything. I guess like if a druid can wear pole arms and a druid can also use daggers, then just let the druid visually transmog their polearm into daggers, just so when they're just on their characters they can see daggers. Now, don't allow a rogue to do that, because rogues can't use polearms, but that would sort of eliminate the issue of like Legion, where people are like, it sucks that I'm stuck with daggers, I want to like transmog it to something else. I feel like this looks like a deep in the weeds WoW conversation that like people that are like just skimming the surface of like WoW knowledge, like I don't know what the hell he's talking about. It's interesting when I stumble upon streams of games like I've never even heard of or watched, and some people are like so deep in the weeds with the things related to the game, talking about like fixing stuff. Let's see if we get anything. We got something. What did we get? What is this? Waste. Wow. Okay, I'll take it. 688. Holy moly.
One battle is ended.
But that's so. This is what's interesting. I feel like it's still an upgrade though. Oh, it's cloth. Oh, it's cloth. Oh, damn. That's unfortunate. Well, our warlock will be happy with that. But this is what's interesting. So, as I just said, we have this cloak now, which is this cloak we're going to hold on to for the entirety of this patch. We're never going to replace this cloak. Before this cloak was this item right here, this belt. This belt was an item that you like never replaced for the patch. And so this is getting replaced now by this cloak, and before that it was this ring. So like they keep giving you things that like you hold on to for the whole patch, give you special powers. But my question is, this won't be for my druid, this item that we won. I can give it to my warlock. But will it be better than this really high level waste from last season? I don't know if the special abilities on the belt will work, because the patch is over now and it's a new patch. So maybe it's not as good as it used to be now, because maybe that stuff is like voided. It's like it doesn't work anymore. I'll have to look into it, I guess. I wish you would prioritize though giving you loot for the character that you're on instead of just loot, period. Because many times, more than not actually, killing world bosses, I'll get something that I can't use on the character I'm getting it on. Which is like fine, it is what it is, but like if you don't have alts, thankfully I have alts, but if you don't have alts, that would really suck. Okay. This is a quest we did. I don't remember what this was for. Okay. So let's see what we can do now. So there's this world quest. We can do that, or we can just do the delve. We can just try the delve. Let's see what's in the delve. What's the weekly Darkened Fairs today? Did we fill this thing up? We did. What did we get? We get a flying mount. Oh, let's go get our flying mount really quick. That's cool. And then we'll check out the delve. So I have to empty my bags anyways. I got a lot of shit in my bags. So I have a lot of stuff that I got from questing here. And I'm curious if... I feel like it's not an upgrade. Even if the item level is higher, it's not an upgrade because I'm replacing tier. And I would imagine the tier sets, even if they're lower item level, still pull ahead for a little bit. I feel like you maybe only replace tier with more tier. I could be wrong, but that would make sense to me. See?
The drug bar are assaulting
no.
Thunder Totem, and too many of my...
Every time we stream, this quest here seems to be happening, this stupid assault quest, and it screws with the teleporter here, so I can't teleport. It only happens when I'm streaming. It's the strangest thing. I've never noticed this. I've been playing this character forever. What feels like a couple of years now, at least. And this has never happened until I started streaming, and now almost every time we play WoW on stream and I hearth, This event is happening. It's crazy. All right. You have to hearth to Dalaran. Now I gotta think, where the hell am I going? Right, we're gonna pick up that box in Orgrimmar. Alright, we'll get that mount, we'll empty our bags, and then we'll check out the new delve. So what's the mount? What did we just get? Oh, it's more chess themed stuff. What's that? It's so strange. The chess. Ugh. July was much cooler. This is the month of my birthday, and I was hoping I get something cool. Like the purple is cool, but just it's so I don't understand the chess theme. I don't understand where that's coming from, what that has to do with anything. But I mean, I was hoping something cool for my birthday month, but I'll take what I can get. At least last month was sick. Last month was so cool with the undead green armor. Like, this is what we got last month for the this whole set, I believe. Oh, there's new sets too. Right, I did forget about that. This is so sick. I don't love the whole thing. The whole thing's not amazing, but I especially love the gloves. The green, just the bright green glowing gloves. The shoulders are pretty cool. Helm's not bad, but it's like isn't that sick? The head, the faces coming out. I love it. This is a pretty cool set.
Yeah.
All right, let's load this up a little bit. Oh shit! They fucked with the banks. Oh shit! What the hell happened? Void storage. Oh. That's a problem. All right. Oh well. Jesus Christ, that's Tab 2, deposit all reagents. There's no reagents to deposit. Tab 3, reagents. So what's this one? What's this? Why do you have so many reagent tabs? What the hell is all this? Just deposit all reagent. Where's my void? It's so strange. What's going on? Where's my void bank stuff? That's weird. It's very weird. Include tradable reagents. So there's all this stuff that can also be put here, and it's not picking it up. It's a little buggy today. Interesting. We'll have to try it out later. What's this? Nice. Got a veteran piece of gear. So, like, that's what I mean. This is an upgrade, technically. But it's an upgrade by a lot. It's a lot of agility. It's almost 600 agility. It's almost 6,000 stamina, which I think is like 60,000 health or something, isn't it? It's 450 armor. Like, that's a pretty significant upgrade. But I'm breaking tier. I'm gonna have to consult my my friend who's a wizard at this game. He would know the answer if I ask him. Like, because if this stuff is an upgrade, I have all this. All of this can technically be upgraded, and some of it probably would be better than what I have. Not everything, but some of it. So it's a new sword. So we'll have to see. In the meantime, we'll just do the delve like this. I'm debating if we should. So I think it was last stream or the stream before, we did play a little bit of World of Warcraft, and we're fixing Red Dead, by the way. I still haven't done enough like to fix it, because like other stuff going on IRL. I just haven't a lot of time to like work on that, but I'm gonna try to keep. I've slowed. There's so much I have to do to fix it, supposedly, because we don't know what the issue is, and it's very common. So my friend was very kind, and he sent me a really, really long list of all these possible fixes. He's like, just do them all. So I've been working my way through it. The problem is like, some of the things require, because I'm terrible at computers, some of the things require me to have to sit there for like maybe an hour or two at a time, just to make sure I'm following everything to a T and not making any mistakes, because I don't want to do it halfway, get up, come back, I might forget what I was doing, because I'm just terrible with computers. So when I can allot that time slot to like just do a little bit of the fixing, I've been slowly doing it. I'm about halfway through, so hopefully it'll be like done, and hopefully it'll be fixed and won't crash anymore. So in the next few streams, I'm hoping Red Dead will be stable, won't crash, we can play it, it'll be fun. But I got distracted. I was talking about WoW before that, so I don't know what I was talking about. But anyways, let's go back to the new island. Oh, I think I know what I was going to mention. I was saying that last stream we tried, I think it was like a Delve 12 or 11 or something, or 10. It was the furthest I've ever pushed, difficulty-wise. But, I was trying to think how to get back to the new zone. But, because it reset, I don't know if like a 4 would feel like an 8. I don't know if it's like twice as hard now. So I don't know where we should start. But I'm thinking we'll start, if we start at like 4, and we clear it really easily, then we can just like skip from a 4 to like a 6 or 7. We'll see. I'm excited for the challenge.
Extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
Oh, it's the new upgrade tokens. Okay. I couldn't remember when I was floating in the city for a second, being like, how the hell do you get to this new zone? Where is the portal? Because the goblin one is sort of where I was floating, but I forgot you have to go back to like the main area for this new place. It's convenient that right when you port to the new main hub, the portal to the newest zone is also there. That's really convenient. Although it makes sense for the goblin portal to be where it is, because that's like near the engineering trainer. So like thematically it makes sense. God, FPS, as soon as I go into the zone, FPS gets shot. I've changed so many different settings and stuff, and it doesn't seem to matter. It seems to be fairly common with a lot of people, and I was reading up like what's going on with like the FPS. I'm just like this. It's just right now it's a little bit wonky in this new zone, and it comes and goes. All of a sudden, it starts getting better, and then it gets bad again. It's so strange. Right now, it's not very good. So this is a quest we missed. Check our warrant board and see if you have what it takes to eliminate our most wanted threats. Interesting.
I'm always
Huh.
watching.
This is like a daily quest. This item begins a quest. Family powers obtained from illegal crimes. How do you say that name? Zyvox? I think it's Zyvox. When the truth came out, Zyvox went into hiding. I believe the constable never left town. He's hiding here in plain sight. Continuing criminal activities. Create a refuge dampener to reveal Zyvox to all of Tazvesh. Interesting. Alright. Hey, it opens up more quests for us. Okay. This looks like dailies now.
Wealth can solve any problem.
Okay. So, I said we were going to do a delve. Delve is in the title. We'll come back to this. I'm getting distracted. We'll go to the delve first. We said delve first. Alright. Music just suddenly stopped. I haven't, as you can see, I haven't even explored the full zone yet. There's still stuff I've missed, but... So this right here is a delve. So let's check it out. I do not know anything about it. So this person just completed a 4. I just had the thought, and I'm not sure, but I just had the thought, I wonder if they make you do from 1 all the way up to 8 all over again. Where if I were to go say, let's go do a Delve 4 right now, we'd say, nope, this is a new season. You have to do Delve number 1, clear that, so then you can unlock number 2, and slowly work your way up. Which will be probably easy, but... Oh man, I didn't consider that until just now. I don't remember if that's a thing or not, though. Maybe that's not a thing. We'll see in a second. If it's not, we'll just jump right into a 4. If it is, we might be forced to do a 1. This is new. Look at that's a cool. All the entrances usually to these delves are usually like caves. So this is new that it's like a portal. That's really cool looking. I like that idea. Ah, look at that. We can go right into a 4. We can jump right into a 4. So they recommend 636, and we are 662. We're gonna wipe the floor with this thing. Holy. Collect ethereal energy to skim the surface of the untethered space as a half-corporeal wrecking ball. What the hell does that mean? What is this now? Skim the surface of the untethered... It's a cool... okay. Takes 75% reduced damage and becoming immune to roots, snares, creatures you pass through are damaged by the unstable energies. And it's a 1-minute cooldown. Oh, do we have new talents for Bran, I wonder? Is that why this thing is our talent tree? Should I have accepted more quests in the, Let's see. Yeah, it's completely reset. Shit. We don't have any talents. Oh, Brand's gonna be useless. We need to start all over again. That's insane. Oh my god. That's crazy. I should quickly check to make sure I didn't miss... there's no quests for us to do in Dornogal. I think it would be here. Call of the World Soul. I think I should pick those up. Shit. Oh no. Backtracking. How do I get back? How do I get back there, I wonder? Yuck. Maybe we'll just do it another time. I don't. My hearth isn't up, so screw it. We'll just. It's fine. We'll just do it next time. Cause some damage and thin their numbers on it. All right. We normally swap to bear for these, but we'll stay this for now. Do we just attack these things? Yeah, just blow it. Okay. This mislaid curiosity. You're in combat. What am I in combat with? There we go. Something that'd be fun to try and stream as well, because I haven't done it in a very, very long time. Do we jump down? There's no way. It's going to kill us. We got to jump this way. It's like an Elden Ring puzzle. Is Torghast. I never really liked Torghast, but now that we're level like 60 or like 80 or whatever the hell we are, and it's 3 expansions old, we can just nuke it. So it would be fun to get the mounts and do the achievements, and it'd be fun to check it out on stream. So I haven't done all of it, so it'd be fun to like see it for the first time with you guys. Sorry guys, just give me 1 sec. I just want to close something running in the background, because I wonder if that's partially affecting the FPS. I don't know if it is, but guys, I'll just, after I fight these guys, 1 second. Okay, loot this batarang thing. Grapple hook. Oh, what happened? Cinematic? Oh, it just, it pulls us to the top. I see. Okay, let's fall again. So I feel like you would normally take fall damage there, but because I'm a cat, I have reduced fall damage. And I wonder if rogues and cats get the same reduced fall damage, or if they both have reduced fall damage, but they're different percentages. I would imagine it's the same, but maybe I'm wrong. Just 1 sec though. I'm just gonna quickly close this 1 sec. There. Okay, hopefully it's working. Whenever NVIDIA pops up, bad things seem to happen, so I wanted to make sure everything was closed. Okay. So these guys are pretty easy. I mean, I know it is a 4. I didn't know how difficult a 4 would be, but normally I still do this as like a bear, but even as a cat, these guys are getting wrecked, so that's cool. Don't really feel like it's ever really dangerous, and I say that, you know, and then this guy's casting away, but really it's not that big of a deal. Never truly in danger, because you can always just like heal or step on one of these things that Bran throws out, and it's full health. So, alright, we're already at 41%, so I don't know if that's... I feel like this is part 1. Filling this bar is probably part 1, and then there's going to be part 2, and then probably kill a boss or something. But if not, we're moving through this quite quickly. So what else does this say? Oh, we got, yeah, there's one up. Kai Vezaz. Defeat a group of enemies. So this is new again. Oh, wrong way. So what this box here means is there's last season it was a group of like goblins that were somewhere hidden in the delve, usually 3 groups of goblins, and for each one you kill it increases the rewards at the end. In this case there's 1, so there's a special mob hiding, and if I kill that mob it increases my rewards at the end, so I should look for that mob, whatever that special mob is. So what does this phase cutter recharge? Oh, this thing's a phase cutter. Yeah, if I click this, it shoots it through. Waygate. Why? I haven't used this yet. Why do I want to use this? That wasn't very good. This guy like a boss? What's the deal here? This guy's like a boss. Oh, all of a sudden he's taking damage now. What happened? All of a sudden he got weak. Maybe he had a shield that I broke it, and that's when he got weak. Mechanics. I'm playing a little bit of Diablo, trying to finish the season, but it's frustrating because it's bugged. There's like this one achievement that you need that's just, it's not registering as completed. And I've been reading about it for a long time now, and people have been reporting it bugged for a month and a half maybe, however long it's, since it's been out. It seems like pretty early on people complained about it. And it's just never been patched, and I don't know if it's going to be patched. But that's just frustrating as hell, because it's something that has a limited time to do or get, like items that are going to go away forever. And at the very least, you gotta give people a fair chance to get it. Did we learn something here? Is that why this is telling us we need to add stuff to this? Oh, yeah, I can't add anything. So what are you telling me there's a book over for? I don't have anything to add. Okay, let's destroy these. Destroy these barrels. And what percentage are we? I gotta be pretty high. Yeah, 83%. Is that the boss at the end? Oh, that is probably the, I wonder if that's the rare guy we need to kill for this box, the Nemesis Strong box. So I feel like if we kill this rare, maybe it's not him, maybe it's something else. That could just be a rare. I don't know, we'll see. The question is, how do we get over there? Because we cannot make that jump. From up there, maybe? Do you jump up from up there to there? We might be able to clear that with a sprint, but if all classes, my thinking is if all classes cannot clear this, and only a demon hunter can, or like maybe a druid can, it's not intended. So that's not what you're supposed to do. So we're gonna figure out how you're supposed to do this properly. The fact that this shoots you up, what's that thing over there? That's nothing. The fact that this shoots you up leads me to believe maybe you could shoot up and then like just jump down or something. Well, if not, we'll just go back down and we'll figure it out. There's got to be a way across. This reminds me of Donkey Kong though, with the barrels. What I find funny about this whole zone is like my cat fits in really well because like he's glowing purple like everything else. Ooh, it's these big guys. So he has a shield, that's what it is. He absorbs damage. Once he absorbs all that damage that it shows, then all of a sudden he takes like, he's very vulnerable. So once that pops, just like that. I see. Inflicting damage every second. But he doesn't have a shield anymore, so now he's pretty weak. Now I can just run away from him and he'll bleed out. These guys will pull. Oh, you could shoot up one more, it looks like. Maybe? We need to kill the commanders. Where are the other commanders? Here's one. This is one commander, right? Okay. Where's the other? It's still the one commander, though, right? That's still the one. Over there's not anything. All right, let's pull these guys. Let's kill them all. Is that a way to jump up? No. Okay. You get across that way, I wonder. Maybe you have to jump. Maybe you have to jump down. Maybe that's what you do. So maybe can you go up again? No, it doesn't appear like it though. There's got to be a way to those stairs. Like here, you go through and then up. Interesting. I'm down for these kinds of puzzles. That's cool. Let's first look for a rare. Does that shoot you up? Oh, it does. It shoots you up to there. It looks like maybe. Unless it shoots you down, and I'm an idiot. Maybe it shoots you down. Looks like it shoots you up, though. Maybe not. Maybe it's down. I can't tell. We'll check in a second. Let's see if we can find that rare really quick. That's really high, so that can't be right. That's not the rare, but that's. I feel like that would work, right? Am I crazy? Let's see. That's too high. That would kill you, so that's not right. Is that the rare right there? There's the rare. Now, how big of a drop is this? And can you make that jump? While taking 75% reduced damage and becoming immune to roots and snares. Are you supposed to use this to launch yourself forward, I wonder? How do you get back, though, is my question. Oh, the teleporter. That's why that teleporter's there. The face cutter. Is that what you're supposed to do? Like that. Boom. Is that gonna kill us, though? Oh, it didn't take any damage. Is that because I'm a cat, though, I wonder? Easy. The Pepe meme, easy clap. Right? Oh, he's easy, man. This guy's really weak. Holy moly. Nice. So I wonder what he's gonna give us. Probably just a power-up, I would imagine. Power-up? Yeah, that's okay. Gain the endless hunger of the devourer, gaining 5% leech. Sure.
That's more like it.
Summons 6-pack. Okay, who cares? This resets our thing. So now the reason why this reset is... Oh, that's the guy we needed. We have to come back down for that, I guess. So is this what we were supposed to do all along? We just press this? Yeah, look at that. I was thinking about that, but I'm like, it seems risky. I don't want to die. Like, it feels like too on the nose. But no, I guess that's what you're supposed to do. So we learned something today. That's a mechanic for moving across things. So that's how you probably get across the top as well. That would make sense. So there's this guy. I would not have thought to come back down here to kill this guy, which we already killed one down here, I thought. So I might have to go down to the first level, maybe. Let's check. There's one down there as well. We should go down to the first level as well to kill the last commander. So it's weird they make you backtrack like that. I was not expecting that, but... Overall, I like this delve so far. It's a pretty cool design. So this is how you can tell the direction they're going. There. I couldn't tell, but you can see the waves, the beams of light. So that one takes you up, that one takes you down. It's like an escalator. But it's a cool design, this delve. Oh, I haven't been to this one yet, because these things are up. And I would have killed them otherwise. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Alright. Is that gonna hurt? Wow. Oh, we did it! That was the whole delve! I thought there was more! Oh my god, that was it! That was pretty easy. Wow. Hey, give me like 10 seconds. Sorry about that, friends. Okay. Well, we did that. That was pretty easy. We can keep pushing, I guess. Alright, let's take us to our treasure room. Yeah, I was wondering where that would be, like how that would work. So that's just the portal out, maybe. Oh, we didn't get the special box, though. I never found that special mob. Shit. Ah, it was probably in that other room. It's okay, it was only a 4, so... So that changes everything. Wow, I had no idea that we would have to... We're gonna have to relearn like all these new abilities for Bran, starting from scratch. Interesting. Hatterang, what's this? Pull out a random hat that allows him to throw at his enemies, dealing moderate damage. 20% damage taken, increase. 20% damage dealt, decrease. Ah, that's fine.
Roads of forgotten knowledge are within our grasp.
Okay, let's go back to Dornogal, and we'll see if there's any more delve quests we can pick up. I cannot believe how... God, is my Dalaran Hearthstone up? Because the other one's probably going to be fucked up still. Let's check. It's probably still fucked up. So annoying. My Hearth, is it still going to be under attack and I can't use my portal? It's going to be phased.
The drug bar.
Ah, it's still phased. What if we do the quest? What is completing this? What quest would this be? Defend Thunder Totem. If I just kill these guys, does the quest unphase and I can just use the portal then? I feel like it's not a one-time thing, but even if it's not, like, will that just solve it? Now you see what we have to deal with as Thunder Totem, or as high mountain that the Tauren don't have to deal with anymore. The other day, it was the missus was gone for a night, had a sleepover, and I was up till like 3 a.m. playing WoW, and it was a lot of fun. But I'm like, oh, let's check out the barber shop, like switch up the transmog, just switch it up. And I'm like, well, what is, what we haven't tried ever is, we never tried a female Tauren. Let's try with female Tauren, see what female Taurens look like, see what their fur colors are, what they look like with transmog, what they look like with pole arms.
This was a
And I did it, and I tried to like it, and I had it for like 5 minutes. I'm like, no, I gotta go back, it stinks. And even male Tauren, it's tough. Like, they're really tough. Like, we don't have a lot of cool customization options. I love Tauren, don't get me wrong. I just feel like, I felt like they were done dirty as far as customization options goes. As compared to some other races that have really cool... See, you fixed it. Now our portal's up. So that's how you fix that. It's good to know. It just... I don't know. I just wish we had a few more cooler options as well. Like, being able to, like, hide the hump, or just being able to, like, wear helms properly would be really cool. Because, like, things, no matter what, you always have this hump, and I know it's, like, iconic and part of the Tauren or whatever, but it just feels like... It feels like maybe if you could remove that, or, like, just maybe straighten them up a little bit or something, sort of like you did with orcs. It just, I don't know. A lot of the race things interfere with the transmog a lot, which maybe is, like, people like, too bad, that's the game. Because I guess if you're like, you play other games, if that's part of, like, what makes the game so diverse, is that, like, you have all these, like, weird looking characters. But just, like, it's hard to see transmog on gnomes, worgens, and orcs both. Undead to a degree, but mostly worgens. Worgens are the worst offenders, and orcs used to be bad too. When they're hunched over, it's really hard to see a lot of their transmog. When orcs now have the option to be, like, upright, you can choose to have a hunched over orc, or you could choose to have an upright orc. It seems like a lot of people choose upright because the transmog is more visible, and it just looks better. And if the same option existed for worgen, that'd be pretty cool. If you could, like, fix your, like, hunch as a worgen, that'd be pretty sick. But maybe that's, again, a dog shit take. But, like, just, like, things like this, I guess. If you look at transmog, like, that looks fine. Like, some of the helms got better over the years. They learned how to, like, cover, like, Tauren faces. But this earlier you go back, it's pretty rough. Let's start, like, around here. Our faces just stick out everything. And it's not even, like, part of the mask, it's just literally sticking through the armor. It's just clipping through. It's just silly. It's same thing with gnomes, like, just clips through the armor a lot. That's why if you find proper sets, like, fit right, it looks good. But you gotta be careful. One of the most notorious ones, and one of the most popular items, I think, that a lot of leather wearers really like, is like this style of helm. This one, which is supposed to be sneaky, and, like, how goofy is that? It's supposed to be like a helm that hides your face. Like, that's silly, right? It's supposed to be mysterious, and it's just silly. I don't know, but then, and you could say, like, well, maybe that's just how it is for Tauren, like, but you can tell that they fixed it, because in later patches, or later designs, they get better at, like, hiding it in hoods and stuff. Hiding the head a little bit more. That's a bad example, but here. Still not great, but it's a little bit better, you know. So, but that's silly again. Again, I don't know. Maybe there's nothing they can do. Taurens just want to feel sneaky too, right? Taurens want to feel assassiny as well.
Bit by bit, we'll get our memories.
We're not doing arena skirmishes. If that's the weekly, then we're not doing weeklies this week. Okay. Horrific visions, dungeons. World quests in Koresh. We'll do that, I guess. What are these? A weakly fractured spark of starlight. 2 fractured sparks can be combined into a spark of starlight, which is used by professions to create powerful weapons and armor. If you fall behind on these weekly sparks, completing other max level content may help you catch up. Okay. Interesting.
Did you also hear Beladar's song? Our deeds give it strength.
We'll continue speaking later.
So let's I guess is there a Delve quest? This is the new mount, by the way. I love it. How cool is that? Another pirate. What I love is, like, his one eye is like a regular eye, or it's like a patch. And then that one's like Just a glowing, timeless eye. You know, dragon magic or whatever the hell it is.
The answers are here.
Okay, we should have handed this one before, I thought, but maybe not. I think we're okay.
Inquiring minds just got to know.
Huh. Okay, I guess we're good. I guess we're off the hook. Alright, let's go do another delve. Oh, another quest I handed. What's this? So we have this quest and this quest. Oh, the Valor Stone quest. Yeah, it's gonna give us more Valor Stones. What do you have? We're already
The
capped.
coreway must be protected. We are the
Alright, let's just, do we get another box? We got another box to open. Oh, reputation. Reputation. More, that's a lot of rep. Holy, that's a lot of rep. Wow. And we got a helm. Veteran. That's again a very large upgrade. I don't... So this is the thing. If the tier set was null and void, and I no longer had a set bonus, then this armor would be way better. But because the set bonus still works, I believe. I feel like if the set bonus didn't work, it would be grayed out. So it's not grayed out. So I feel like I don't think it's worth breaking the set bonus for. We'll upgrade this for the quest, I guess.
farewell.
The skies call to me. Until next time.
Honored to meet you.
Now I upgrade this. So this also trinkets will upgrade. So that I can't upgrade again, I guess. I don't know what the next quest is, but alright, let's go do a delve. So are there any special delves in the older zones now? None of them are glowing. I wonder what that means. Are there no bountiful delves this week, or has it just changed now? I see there was only the one delve we did in the new zone. That's the raid. And these are the zones. That's the one delve and we did it. So does that mean that there's just no special delves this week? I guess. Unless Undermine has the special delves. No, that doesn't either. Huh. Interesting. Let's also quickly send our belt to our warlock so we just don't forget that. It's in our bags. Is this all the stuff from... What is all the stuff? From previous raids and stuff. Oh, we should also try the raid for the mount. Okay, let's quickly find that belt. It was like orange looking, wasn't it? That was like glowing orange or something. Where is it now? Oh my god, my bags. My bags. I gotta deal with these bags. Belt. I'll just type in belt. Maybe it'll... Nope. Maybe I put it in my Warbound bank. Maybe it's in the Warbound bank already, so that's... I don't have to worry about it. Alright, so we'll just do this delve here, I guess, then. I guess there's nothing special. I'm sort of shocked about that. But... Fair, I guess. We'll just work our way up. So we did a 4, so now I think we can do a 5. And we have to one by one do delves until we can work our way all the way up to 8. And I think 8 has the highest rewards. I don't know if it's been changed, but it used to be 8, so we'll work our way up. Maybe we'll do like this one, and then we'll go back to the new zone, and we'll check out some of the newer content again. So like, but these are just boring quests. They're not like super exciting, so... Okay, let's try this one. We don't have anything new for him, right? No more abilities, pretty sure. Yeah, we haven't learned anything else. Repair, really quick. Oh, gotta talk to this guy.
One of those enchanted candles to stay safe from these shadows.
Yes, sir. We've done this one so many times. I was hoping he would drop a, Oh, where'd it go? There we go. So, check this out, by the way. This is new, I'm pretty sure. Stand by a wall and do slash lean. Facing the wrong way. You face this way. Isn't that weird? Isn't that so strange? That's a new emote. Leaning. It's so weird. It's such a weird... It's just... It's... The things they add to this game is so strange. Can you do it anywhere that's not a wall, I wonder? Can you, like, mime it? Like a mime? You could just, like a mime. You could just lean anywhere, like a mime. That's it. Look at how strong my upper legs are. Crazy, dude. Be able to do that is crazy. Alright, we just need to kill stolen keepsakes. So, oh, those are those things. So we're not actually, we don't have to kill anything technically, but we will, but we need to loot things. Often, not always, but often it's usually like fill a bar, kill so many things until the bar fills. Sometimes it's loot boxes like this, but it seems more often than not it's just like kill so many things till the bar fills. Alright, let's move it. We'll move it over here. There's gotta be more than just, in this room, it's gotta have more than just the one, right? Let's drop one here. There's nothing here, that is insane. Okay. Let's pick it up, and you guys will come with me.
Oh, Bran's got your back.
I wonder when, like, the difficulty curve really picks up, as far as, like, going into Delve 8. Normally, I just go bear this whole time, but, like, we're making our way through this easy as cat, and it'll be faster as cat, and more fun. But I wonder if, like, going from 5 to 6 will be where we have to swap to bear, just because what I've realized is, can I do a Delve 8 as a cat? Yes. Is it significantly harder with no reward? Yes. It takes significantly longer. It requires way more concentration. There's no benefit to it, other than just, like, if you want to just play cat. But I'd rather just play cat in something that's a little bit more rewarding. So I just play bear, do it, and then I just move on. It just seems like the health pools are very padded, and there's no benefit for going DPS. It seems like stuff dies maybe 5 to 10 seconds later if I go bear compared to cat. So it takes me like 5 to 10 seconds longer. But the whole run is probably faster because when I'm a tank, I'll just like pull a whole room at a time. So while it's slower to kill things, I'm pulling like, I'm doing the entire thing in like 10-15 minutes. Giant pulls, usually. So, I don't know, comes out in the wash, I guess. I feels like Delves, they sort of missed the boat a little bit with the tuning of Delves, at least in my opinion, because at the beginning they get too easy. They're too easy. Which is fine. I don't have an issue with too easy. It's almost like I'd rather too easy than too difficult at the beginning. But then the difficulty curve becomes too much effort for too little reward for a DPS compared to like a tank. So if you have a class that tanks, you're just for like ego reasons, you would do it as DPS when it's just so much significantly easier as tank. The padded health pools or whatever it is. Just don't make it seem like it's worth it to play as DPS. They really hurt you when they hit you as DPS, and they don't die that much faster, in my opinion. My fastest character that does these is my Druid as a tank compared to all my DPS classes. My Warlock, which were more geared. My Demon Hunter, which is really fast. So I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. I like the idea of Delves, I really do. The idea of being able to, like, scale difficult content solo at your own pace is a brilliant idea. I just think the execution could use a little bit of tweaking. And what that tweaking is, I don't think I'm smart enough to have the answer. I think maybe, or I'm hoping that maybe the people at Blizzard understand what worked about it and what could use improvement. But with the idea of progression or solo progression being just as meaningful as group progression, I think is a very healthy perspective for the game's overall existence. I think if you could give players the opportunity to feel competitive with their friends on a different time schedule, there's no downside to that, really. I think fear of missing out, which was, I think it's dying. I think it's a dying trend, honestly. I think it works when it works, but it also has a diminishing return. And the more people become fatigued by actually missing out and feeling the repercussions of missing out, the more desensitized they become to that feeling. And it slowly stops having the same call to action that it once had. I know I felt it myself with like WoW or other games. I just become like demotivated entirely. As soon as I see there's like a time limit on something, I'm like, fuck it, just throw the whole baby out with the bathwater. I'm just done with the whole thing. I don't care anymore. Yeah, it just stinks. It feels like a cheap tactic, using FOMO to try to incentivize people to do things. The overall experience, I think, too, just generally leaves a bad taste in people's mouths. Even if you're lucky enough to like get the thing that you were afraid you were going to miss out on, even if you make it. And let's say it's a item in one of your games, Fortnite or whatever the hell you want to play, and you finally do get the item you were hoping for on the last day, an hour before it ends. When you get it, it's sort of bittersweet. Oh, that helps a lot of mastery. It's sort of bittersweet because it's like, ugh, like I didn't want to have to feel like this was supposed to be enjoyable, and it felt so rushed, it felt so stressful. It just takes the fun out of it. And maybe I'm just projecting, but I can't imagine that that's a isolated feeling that I experience when I'm like rushing to get something done before it goes away forever, because they put this scarcity, this what's the word I'm looking for? Nemesis Strongbox. Oh, those were the special ads we needed to kill. They put this fabricated scarcity on things. But those guys we just killed are the mobs. So if you see where it's right here, I highlight, it says 0 out of 1 left. Those were the special mobs that if we killed last time, we get the upgrades to our loot at the end. I just thought they were regular mobs. I didn't think they were special, so I'll have to keep an eye out for them again next time. This cat skin that I have is exclusive. You can't get it anymore. And it's from an expansion, Legion. Legion is coming back in like Remix, which is a altered version of the expansion. They did the same thing with Mists of Pandaria, where they brought back the expansion with alternate armor, color schemes, altered fights, special abilities. It's sort of like a very exciting, fun, silly... The best way I could like describe it, for people that don't play WoW, is like Nintendo said, hey guys, we brought back Super Mario 64, except it's got a fresh coat of paint. It's Super Mario 64, it's all the same levels, it's all the same content, but there's like new upgrades, there's new items, there's a few new like color variants for Mario's like skin, where you could like give him like a purple hat, or, you know, a silly top hat, whatever it is. It's mostly the same game, but there's some new boss fights, and you're more overpowered. It's not the same struggle. It's more about having fun than it is about being like a properly balanced game. That's sort of what they did with Mists of Pandaria, and they're doing the same thing for Legion, which was a very popular X-Pack. But they said that this skin, like this cat skin, is not coming back for people to unlock, which is just sort of sucks, because it's such a unique skin. And not just this specific skin, but all the skins available for all the classes that were available during Legion that you can no longer unlock. It sucks. Like, bring back the challenge and let people do it like they did it back then. That way you're not giving it away for free. People still feel like they earned it, but you still have the opportunity to like use it, because they've come out with a lot of skins since this one, and they just have not been as cool. It's a rare spawn I haven't seen before. So it's such a waste, like, to come up with such great content and then just use it once and never use it again, and the small minority of people that have it get to enjoy it, when the truth is a much larger majority would get a lot of excitement out of owning a lot of this stuff. But again, we're keeping it like locked down because there's like a loud minority of people that are like, keep things sacred. It's like, who cares? Just release the floodgates, let people have cool stuff. I feel like it's just a small group of players that are like, don't take away my achievements. You know, I worked hard for this. I don't want other people to have this. I think that ship has sailed a long time ago. And I've said this so many times, but as someone that has a lot of hard to obtain things, I'm like an advocate for like, just open the floodgates. Give people the opportunity to like seek out really cool looking things. And maybe I wouldn't be so adamant about this if some of the newer like models and stuff they were releasing were cooler. And it's not a dig at the artists or anything, but it just seems like some of the most sought after and iconic sets or items or mounts are things from previous iterations of the game. And I don't think it's just nostalgia. I think there was just, when they had different art teams or different designers, there was just, why is this door not opening? We just steal more keepsakes. So they're not in here? Did I miss them? Must be in the other room, previous rooms. It just seems like when there were previous designers, some of those designs of the mounts or the armor sets, the tier sets, were just more exciting to the general fan base, I guess, than some of the newer stuff. That's why it's still sought after. There's so many new mounts you can get, and people still want, like, Invincible from Wrath of the Lich King. They still want Mimron's head. Some of these mounts are just so cool, so unique, so different, that even the new stuff doesn't compare. There's a box right there. Is that the last one that I missed? Is that why? So I thought I grabbed this box. I was thinking, like, it's telling me... This is what it's like, so it's in this room. It's telling me it's in this room. And I'm like, where in this room? What did I miss? But it was this rock back here. It was hiding behind these rocks, and I missed it. Probably because I was yapping too much. Now we can move along, right? Like the All-American Rejects say, now we can move along. Okay, now let's go. Alright. We'll hit up this delve, then we'll go to the new zone again. The thing is, there's not a ton to do in the new zone, so I didn't know what we would do on stream. I didn't know like what would be so exciting at the new zone, because it's just a bunch of like questing, really. It's crazy to say like a new WoW patch came out and there's like not a whole lot to do. There is like to a degree, but I feel like it's like mythics and stuff. I mean, I think next Tuesday, which is like coming up, I could be wrong, but I hope Looking for Raid would be coming out. That would be fun to stream. And that would be on a Tuesday, so that would probably work. It'd be cool to see what the new raid looks like. My guildmaster asked if I wanted to join them for raid, but I can't commit to that right now, so I said no. Oh, Miss Levy. Okay, let's run through this really quick. What is this portal? This is new. Ooh, let's check out what this is. This might be like a special item or something. I was thinking about maybe like what games we'll play next to, and I was thinking about maybe doing a Baldur's Gate playthrough soon. I'm getting the itch for it. Thought it'd be fun. Okay, let's see what this is. I don't know what this is. We need to go to the last boss, which is right here. This is the last room, right up here. There's a quest here we missed as well. Is that after? What's this though first? I want to see what this does. Oh, it's a rare.
Time to face our fears, champion.
Interesting. What is this all? What was that all about? Just a portal that summons this guy. Huh. Alright. Get rid of this. I don't need this. Okay, let's just get the last boss then. Drop these down. Can't get healed because I'm sitting in the dark for too long. Would he not drop a health, a healing? Get the buff. What does he drop? He drops like a fireplace. Eat the fire. Eat the fire and get the fire buff. You eat the fire and you become one with the fire. There it is. Let's eat the fire. Oh, he didn't drop it. What? He didn't drop it. You son of an onion. Alright, now we click this box, loot the helm, get ambushed. And now we finish. Oh, we don't get ambushed, just fight the boss. Sick. See, like we're nuking this guy still in a 5. It's still pretty easy. I wonder if 6 though will be when we start feeling like hitting a little bit harder.
Don't stand there.
I wonder what the new sets are. I think we did look at them too. I couldn't tell, so I was so shocked by this. I was so confused last stream. I thought this was a High Mountain Torrent set. It's not coming up. I can't see it. Will show it to me. There. I thought this was a High Mountain Torrent set. I didn't realize that this was the PvP set for Druids, and this was the raid set for druids. I legitimately thought this was for High Mountain Tauren. This does not, to me, look like it sort of looks druidish. It does sort of look, but it looks more High Mountain than it looks druidish. So I was just shocked to see this was the druid set, personally. Maybe you guys like it. If you do, that's awesome. I'm not a big fan. I like when they incorporate animals. I think that's pretty cool. Sort of like they did in previous sets. I think it's a cool theme, incorporating the animals into the sets. Because like, you're a druid, right? Makes sense. But hopefully you guys are bigger fans of the set than I am. I was shocked to see it. I'm like, they released new race sets. That's exciting, but nope. This is a cool rogue. That's a cool rogue helm for sure. Some of these newer sets just seem a little bit lazy. They've done this a lot. Where it's these like 3-piece sets, and it's just like, who's wearing this? I don't know. I've never seen anybody wear this stuff. This was brilliant. Once in a while, they'll come out with something like this, and it's like, it's so simple. It's like nothing to it, and it's like, this is what we want. It's just this. Instead of going all out and giving us this, which no one asked for, just give us just more of this. Wherever it is. This. Give us more of this. Instead of going all out and giving us this, just give us this. We want trench coats, we want long coats, we want fun, simple, cool aesthetics like this. This works. We don't always need bells and whistles and craziness, whatever the hell this is. And one last thing, and then I'll stop with the rambling. Guys, how many times have we done the eagle on the head already? Like, it's overdone. This has become fetch now. You know how they said fetch would never work? Eagle on the head used to work. It doesn't work anymore. It's been done so many times. It's like that meme, please let me rest, boss, I'm tired. Let the eagle rest. It's tired. Okay, so we got this, whatever the hell this is. We need 2 more. Season maximum. Used to enhance the energy harnessing abilities. Oh, our back piece. Okay. And this is a new item for Bran. We'll right click it, teach it to Bran. And I gotta empty my bags. My bags are way too full. So what's this do now? He has a chance to grant players 5% bonus to health, damage, or healing for 20 seconds. I think the hat is better. The hat seems better. Okay. How do I upgrade this back? Where do I upgrade it? Or did I just upgrade it? Maybe I just upgraded it by just equipping that thing. Maybe just equipping it upgrades it. I'm not sure how that works. We'll have to see. But that's our second delve, so that's cool. Alright, let's go check out the new zone again. We'll see what we can do in the new zone. I was just afraid it would be boring because we're not doing anything too exciting. Something I have to say about this X-Pack is this main city, Dornogal, is sick. And the music, especially this song, this main theme or whatever, absolute banger. They crushed the music this X-Pack. Again, really, really good music. And the zone designs are great. I've complained about WoW for a long time. I've made videos on WoW for a long time. And the one thing I've consistently complained about, and the one thing I've consistently praised, is I've always complained about the writing and the actual content in the gameplay itself being less than ideal. But the thing that I've always praised has been the art design, the levels of the zones. Even when WoW was at its worst, the art team kills it every single time. The art team, in my opinion, the art and the music have carried this game on its shoulders for what feels like 20 years. The gameplay earlier on was brilliant, don't get me wrong, loved early WoW. You know, the characters, the voice acting, all that stuff was brilliant, and it's still great, a lot of it's still good, but it's never been as consistent as the cities or the raid designs, or like the designs, such as like the races or the mobs you fight in the world. That's always been great. The zones have always been brilliant, the main cities have always been good, even the ones I don't like, they're still well designed. They still seem well fleshed out, and creative and original and unique. And like, I didn't like Shadowlands, I didn't love Oribos as a city, but it was built with quality. You can tell it was well done, it was well designed. Even if I don't like the design itself, it was still well done.
United in purpose. It is a world of wonders.
Okay, that's that quest. Let's hop over the new area now. I keep thinking, where the hell is it? How do I get there? It's in. I'm not used to going back. Let's quickly sell. How much space will we have if we sell our junk? With 45 spaces. We're going to quickly take all this armor, and we're going to put this armor in our bank. Because I don't know if I'm going to use it yet. I can always sell it later.
My directive is to serve you.
Okay. I just have 1,000,000 bank slots now. It's crazy. So we'll take the second one. Where's this putting the stuff? It's putting it in the first one. Okay. I opened the second tab specifically, but it's still put it in the first one. So it is what it is. It's fine. So we'll hold on to all this stuff for now. I feel like this we can sell. I feel like this we can sell. And this we can sell. And I imagine everything else, this we can sell. And I imagine everything else is fine.
My
For now.
directive has been fulfilled.
Ooh, you can enchant the capes. That's interesting. I bet the enchanters will make some money. That my warlock's an enchanter, so I feel like he might make a bit of money from that. Haven't done professions in a while. Alright, check out the new zone. We'll sell this stuff to once we get there. But everything happens outside these doors, pretty much. All the new zones are outside these doors. So you take this portal and you run and you just go do all the new X-Pack. But now the portal's back here, so I have to remember 98% of the stuff is here, and then there's like 2% that's just like hiding in this corner over here. Alright, let's check it out and see what we can do. It seems that we can upgrade the cloak 2 more times, it seems like, before we're capped for the week. It'd be cool to be caught up to everyone.
Of the docks. I need someone competent to sort it out for them.
So we have a world quest here, huh? Where is it? Is it down here? It's down there. So there's still... Oh, right, we have the warrant quest. See, there goes the FPS drop. The second we get here, FPS drops. I forgot about this warrant quest. We can see what these warrants are. Right, we finished the delve. We did 2 delves, actually. So we didn't lie. We didn't lie in our title. Now we're checking out the new zone. Let's see what these are. Daily quest, it looks like. Something is watching us. You can't see it. The smell of the fruit draws it to us. Hidden monsters lurking just beyond our sight. Gain access to the untethered space. Hunt these creatures down and bring me their hides. So we have to kill 8
Always a pleasure.
of these hiding animals in the nether. So he gives you a main quest, which gives you like 3 quests.
Endlessly for this thing.
To create the perfect Tazavesh facade, you must scan the shadow guard around. Scan live shadow guard around, I see. So we have to scan people. This allows us to go into the ethereal world. Okay. There's one more quest I want to pick up before we go in the ethereal world, because I don't know if this will be available once we go into the ethereal world.
A deal is just another kind of
Ethereal seal. Acquiring an authentic seal can be quite difficult. If you're not afraid to get your hands dirty, you can find discarded writs. Is that how you say that? In the trash piles outside of town. Bring those to me and I can create a seal for you. Okay. Let's go into the underworld or whatever you call it. These guys definitely have a lot more health. We'll survive though, easy peasy. Nothing we can't handle. Easy. Just had to pop a cooldown. So we killed these guys here. These are the hides we need to collect. God, you guys must be able to see the FPS drop. It is rough. That is crazy how bad it dropped. Oof. Okay, that's 3 out of 8. Big boy, holy. Our coolie's up in 14 seconds, so it should be okay. Let's try it. See if we can take him. 5-point bleed. Hit him with the shred, the rake. Pulverize. Okay, and get out of that. We can kick that. Okay, now we hit him with the Convoke. That should start melting a little bit. Damn, something's crunching us. Holy, dude. We got this, we got this, we got this. We're good. He's gonna die from bleeds by the time he gets here. He's bleeding out. Look at that, bled out, like a Linkin Park song. Holy moly. Before he even got to us, just died. That's what feral druids do. Jesus Christ. Gotta dig those infected claws in deep enough that he just dies from infection before he even reaches you. Jesus. I'm not making that up, by the way. That is part of the lore. If you read it, what's the ability? It's called like infected claws or something. There is where is it? Infected wounds. Infected wounds. Rake causes rake damage increased by 30%, and rake causes an infected wound in the target, reducing the target's movement speed by 20% for 12 seconds. We're infecting these things. That's what cats do. They just spread infection. This should finish him off. The quick Tiger's Fury with the quick Convoke the Spirits into a 5-point like rip is just like GG. 1 or 2 pulverizes. So you can tell like the difficulty. Wow, we still need 2 more. That's crazy. We killed so many. You can tell they've increased the difficulty of the mobs just because I wouldn't say my character's geared. Like geared is subjective, and that's what someone would say if they're not very geared. But the truth is, like, when my friends would tell me their item level, they weren't too much higher than me, from what I remember. And anytime I ever wanted to do anything, I never felt like my character was struggling. I could always just, like, listen to a podcast and mindlessly quest or do anything, solo anything. So that to me is geared enough. So my point is like before, I would mindlessly be able to pull whole rooms and everything and not think. Generally that happens when you have better gear in the game. And now we're sort of having to play more cautiously, which leads me to believe that everything's been like increased in difficulty again, which is exciting. So it'll be fun to like feel that invincibility again. That usually happens at the end of an X-Pack. Okay. It's fun as the X-Pack goes on. You just start like when the X-Pack first starts, you're weak, and then you start getting some armor. Things start leveling out. You start getting a little bit stronger again, and then you hit cap, whatever the level cap is, and then you feel weak again. And then as you start filling out with gear, you start feeling stronger again. And then a patch comes out, and you start feeling weak again. And then you get armor, you start feeling strong again, another patch drops, and it's a cycle, and it keeps happening, going back and forth. And then what happens is, as the X-Pack starts coming to an end, and there's no more content, and they release something that's like a catch-up mechanic, where they're like, hey, have you been like missing for a few months and everything's kicking your ass? This content offers gear that's equivalent to some of the highest end-game content that existed previously. So now everybody can be on the same level for the new X-Pack that's coming out in like a month or two. And in that like glory period, or whatever you want to call it, you're so overpowered. Everybody is so strong. It's such a fun time to make an alt, because if you never played an alt before of that class, you could just make an alt, level it up quickly, get that catch-up gear, and see what that class feels like at end game, more or less. Because the point of the gear is to get everybody caught up to where everyone else is, so when the expansion drops, you're not like trying to catch up at that point. That's why they call it catch-up mechanics. So it's just interesting. Like we're currently at, I think this might be the last or the second last patch. I think it's probably the second last patch before the next X-Pack. So what's going to happen is we're weak now. We're going to get really strong, and then another patch will drop. We'll get weak again, and then we'll have to get strong one last time before the patch drop, before the expansion drops.
We return to Karesh.
Okay, and to be fair, it sort of reminds me of like Diablo, where when I first started playing Diablo, it frustrated me because you lose all your progress because it goes like seasonal, and your character's like useless again, and this is exactly the same. It's different in the sense that in Diablo you don't have to make a new character and level them up, or in Diablo you have to level them up, make a new character. In this game you don't have to make a new character and level them up in between patches. Your stuff sort of gets reset, where if you were raiding Onyxia and you got all Onyxia's gear, and Onyxia was the hardest raid, and if you have all of her gear, you're really strong. But then when the next raid comes out, if you're still in Onyxia's gear and everyone's in the new gear, you're going to fall behind. You have to have the new armor. So that's sort of like the new seasons of Diablo, just without the having to re-level your character, make a new character. You just get to keep your character. It gets stagnant if you don't like drop all the stuff that was once valuable for all the new shiny stuff every season or every patch. So me coming to terms with that not too long ago made it easier to swallow like the inevitability that everything you do in Diablo doesn't really matter because it all goes away in like a few months. I don't know. I used to cling on to that idea for a long time. Like, why would I want to play this game if I work so hard to get this stuff and then in like 2 months it's meaningless? It means nothing. It's just a stupid idea. I worked so hard for it. But I don't know. It was a stupid mentality, I guess. But I was really gung-ho on it for a long time. But Diablo's fun. I really enjoy Diablo, you know. I'm trying to find where this thing is. I think this might be down here. This is it right here. You could cheese this quest. And what I mean by that is, I'll show you. This is how you're supposed to do the quest. You're on the ground. You're like, okay, I'll rummage through this stuff. And something comes out to attack you. You're like, okay, now I have to fight this, and the quest is I'll keep clicking stuff. Sometimes I'll have my items. Sometimes I'll get attacked. It'll be 50-50 what happens. That's how you're supposed to do the quest. Or if you're a druid, you can just go into flight form and rummage through it. Oh, this thing's going to attack me. I'll just fly away and ignore it. And then just only... I'll kill him because he'll still drop the quest item. But if I wanted to be really lazy, I could just fly away, he'll de-aggro, reset, and then I'll click another one. And I can only click the ones that just give me the item and don't summon the ad. And it would probably be faster. But he dropped 2 of them, so it was worth fighting him. But that's what druids do. Druids would they would ignore that, fly to the next one, click it, another ad spawns, fly to the next one, and they would just keep flying until they didn't get ads and they would click it. It's a very druid thing. And that's because druids have instant flight form, and they can interact with stuff while they're flying. Like, I could just completely ignore this guy and fly away and not have to deal with him. And I could just click another one and then not have to deal with it. Right? Like, didn't spawn anything. I just got... And so now I can just keep going, click another one, like that. So that's a luxury druids have, no one else has. And something that I've always thought was so interesting about druids is once you play a druid very often, it's hard to play anything else. They have so much quality of life, in my opinion, compared to every other class, that it just, everything by comparison feels inferior. And thankfully, a druid is one of my main classes because I love my cat form, but man, when I play anything else that's not like super mobile, like a demon hunter or a monk, like my main is a warlock, and they're pretty slow. You can just feel it. You can feel like how crippled you feel by comparison when you play a druid or even like a demon hunter, but specifically a druid. With the flight form, instant swim form, which is faster. You have cheetah form when you can't fly. You have like a million sprints. Druids are just, it's crazy. Like, people say monks are the fastest or whatever, but I still think I get around pretty fast with my druid. I think druids are better than monks, but demon hunters and monks are really fast too. That when you play those classes enough, everything else by comparison is like, Jesus, I feel like I'm dragging my feet. So this is a world quest we're doing now, right? This is a different quest now. This is just a world quest we're doing. But you see, I'm just like, something spawned out of there. I'm ignoring it. We're just clicking stuff. We're just moving along. Just clicking stuff, moving along. These things are all aggroing me. I'll just ignore them. I'll just fly away. They'll just reset. Do they give me... It doesn't look like they give me quests anyways, so...
That Psy cartel has lost control of
They
the
reset,
dog.
we go back.
I need someone competent to sort it out for them.
They probably despawned, and I click again. Oh, the FPS is so bad. Oh no. Oh no, the FPS. I'll just kill this guy. It's taking this thing too annoying. But you get the idea. Druids sort of get away with a lot. The music is very hopeful and dreamy. Feels like a Disney movie, which is sort of strange for this zone. That's 72%. What else do we click? This box. Wonder if I'll bleed out from that. What else do we click? It's a box down there. That's a mount I don't have that I would love to try to get someday. Is this one that takes like 90% roughly, probably? Probably like 90%. There's gotta be one more box we missed. Or something we need to click that we missed. This right here, I think. Is that gonna finish us off? 98%. What are we missing that we have to click still? 98%. Is there a box on the ship? That's interesting. I can't click these guys once they've been clicked.
What has become of Garesh?
What did we miss? That's bizarre. Can we fly away and fly back, I wonder? Maybe something will pop up, or... Is there something on here? I don't really see it. How strange. It's like they're bugged. There's been a few bugs. And this is the irony. People often use the word irony when it's not actually ironic, but this is actually truly ironic. There's a lot of bugs with a lot of these quests. And the one quest that involves having bugs is bugged where it doesn't have bugs. That's ironic. That's truly ironic. Actually, the definition of irony is that the one quest that's meant to have bugs doesn't have bugs, and that's the problem. So that's funny. That's very funny. But yeah, there a lot of the quests are really buggy, and to the point where like people have been spending hours trying to like find stuff where, like the bug quest, you're supposed to step on bugs, and they're not spawning. And if they do spawn, sometimes you just can't click them. So people are grouping up to do it in a group, but it's not counting for the group. It's only counting for the person that clicks it. And half the time you can't click them anyways. So you have all these people. On the weekend when I was trying it late at night, there was like at least 30 people. It felt like the whole area was packed. You couldn't see the floor. A small zone, everybody looking for these bugs, which are so small, and they're not spawning. Everybody's complaining in trade, or not trade, but general chat, complaining in say. The forums are filled with complaints, so... And that's just one of a few quests that were bugged. Another one, thankfully, you get credit in a group. So it was bugged, but a bunch of people were grouping up, so at least we were all getting credit for each other, which was nice. But still, like, it's... I don't know how you release these patches. Like, look, one quest is buggy, that's one thing. But there was, like, a good... This is not an exaggeration. Like, 5 or 6 buggy quests so far. I just don't know how you release stuff like that. You know, because there was betas of this. Like, this was in beta. People tested it. So, like, how is it still slipped through the cracks? It's crazy. And to be fair, there's still bugs in older raids that like have never been fixed, right? Like even in classic, there's some bugs people just know about, and they're like, just don't risk it because it's like in hardcore WoW it's too risky. Because sometimes shit hits the fan and it just doesn't work like it's supposed to. So what's this we have to do? Shadowguard Essence. Is that in this world we need to find the Shadowguard Essence, or is it not in this world? I can't tell. I thought it was. Maybe it's not in this world. Let's check in here, see if these guys are in here that we need. Otherwise, we'll turn this off. I think we could turn this off. Let's turn off phase diving. I think they might be in the real reality, not in the phase diving world. Because that was just those in one NPC. Oh, these are the guys we need, right here. They're stealthing. Here they are. Do I just attack them? You just kill them? It says their essence scanned. I don't see a quest item, though. Where's the scanner? Huh. Financial scanner. Where is it? Untrack. There's a scanner. So you just click them. Then they want to fight you. That's fine. Alright. Those are not them. Those are bugs. But they're in here. They're just all around. I thought they were in here. Maybe they are. They're just stealth. Unless that one just... None here. This place is ransacked, man. There's one sitting there. That's another one. That's two. Okay, easy peasy. So I was thinking of there's a streamer I watch, Tuka, who is a WoW streamer, and he has a Miss Pandaria guild, and I love watching him and like sometimes chatting in his chat. He's a fun streamer. But he came up with a mop guild where he does like pretty casual raiding, and I thought it'd be fun to join his guild, make a character on a server. It's a PvP server, which I'm not thrilled about. I'm really not thrilled about that. But I was thinking about maybe making a character on his server. Maybe it'd be fun to like, when I can, maybe do a little bit of raiding in Miss Pandaria with his guild. So we'll see. I haven't decided what to make yet. I mean, there's a few classes I'd love to try and mop. I thought it'd be fun. I was thinking about just like Warlock, such a comfort pick. Plus, I'd be able to do Green Fire. The problem is do I want to make a Warlock on a server, on a PvP server? I don't know if I want to do that. That's... Eesh. PvP servers are rough. I have not played a PvP server in a long time. I grew up on PvP servers. And I don't say that as like something... Oh, I gotta scan these guys. I'm just killing them. I'm an idiot. I gotta scan them. I forgot. Oh, you can scan 3 of them at once. That's really helpful. I grew up in PvP servers, so it's not like... I've not experienced it. The reason why I don't want to do it is because I've experienced it. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. I was like there in the OG days of like trying to quest in Stranglethorn Vale and getting murdered by rogues, and you just have to quit the game because you can't log in. Because anytime you try to quest, you can't even resurrect because you're just getting murdered. It just puts such a bad taste in my mouth. PvP is just not fun in WoW for the most part, especially world PvP, just because it's super unbalanced and you could say it's not meant to be balanced. And I'm okay with that. The problem is there's no decentivization for like griefing-like behavior. If you want a world PvP to be crazy and unbalanced and chaotic, that's one thing, but you need to find a way to decentivize high-level geared players from camping and making the game unplayable to anyone that's not level 60. And that's what PvP servers generally excelled at. Is just... And not the whole server. It's only a select group of people. But some high-level character, Horde or Alliance, doesn't matter, would go to a low-level city and would just kill the NPCs. You couldn't do quests, and if you got flagged, they wouldn't let you... You'd have to log out of the game and play something else. You wouldn't be able to play the game. Because if they weren't killing NPCs, they were killing you, non-stop, camping, and if there was some kind of a... There used to be like an honor system where you'd lose honor, you'd get like negative honor if you did that. Dishonorable kills. And there wasn't a bad system, so it sort of decentivized like that kind of shitty behavior. If you want to PvP with each other at high levels, that's one thing. It is annoying, but I keep forgetting to scan these guys. But it is what it is. Like, it's fine. It's what you signed up for. But there's got to be some kind of system so like you don't just go around killing low levels. It's painful. It's so painful. So we'll see. I don't know if I want to... Ooh, we got transmog in there. We'll see if we do interesting transmog. It'd be cool maybe to get to a warlock so my demon can wear it. If we do a warlock, maybe we'll do something else. If it's a PvP server, maybe a rogue would be a better idea, or a feral druid. I don't know. We'll figure it out. A hunter. I just wanted to do Green Fire. I thought Green Fire would be fun, but... Okay, we're not going to forget to scan anymore. We can pull 2 of these guys at once and scan them. That'll be 11. Is this big guy going to pull? Big boy's going to pull? Oh, he's not an elite though, so who cares? We'll be alright. I gotta watch Solo Leveling. I've heard a lot of good things about that. It's on my list. I still gotta finish Freerun. I got like 2 episodes left of Freerun. I never finished it. I was watching, like binge watching it, and we just never finished it. So I gotta finish that. So maybe we'll try to finish that maybe tonight or tomorrow. Once I finish that, I move on to new things. Finally finish Vinland Saga. Oh my god. The problem is, it's like, I hate taking on new shows. Did I forget to scan that guy again? I forgot to scan it again. The scanning mechanic is so strange. I'm not used to it. I'm so like... I just want to kill things. I just want to attack things. If it's glowing, it's like just kill it, drop something, not scan it first. Ugh, that's on me. That's a me problem. Will this finish it for us? If we... Oh, that should finish it for us. That finished it for us. Okay, coolies, coolies, and we got this. I'm not gonna die here. They will hurt us, but we'll heal. Hit him with a 5-point rip. 5-point rip. And nuke him with a 5-point bite. Boom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. Is that all of our quests? I don't know what this does, handing this in. I'm curious to see what the system is. This bounty system, or whatever it is. I mean, the name reminds me of Red Dead Redemption. It seems like it's something that's going to happen. I see that a massive creature erupts from beneath. I wonder what that is. I imagine this is some kind of daily system that gives you, like, reputation or something, I would imagine. But...
Another kind of oath.
So we gave him all the stuff he needed. Now he's giving us a Zyvox Refuge Dampener. Use a warrant key to eliminate a warrant target. So where's the warrant key? What's the any key? Oh, now we have to kill Zyvox the Twisted. I thought these guys have really cool models. Look, he's got one of the new pets. Those disgusting worms. He looks cool. So, these guys. I think the guy we're about to fight, Zyvox, looks cool, but these guys as well. The other, like, mechanical-looking spider guys. I think they look pretty sick. It's a pretty cool model. Very Tim Burton-like. If that maybe... Or, you know what? Not Tim Burton. Guillermo del Toro. It's more like Del Toro-like, I think, than it is Tim Burton-like. He seems a little bit more, like, mechanical, steampunky... with like a hint of like horror, I don't know, elements. So where do we go for here? Is he just, maybe he's not up yet? Is he in the corner? He might have been killed recently, so I can't see him. That could be what it is. Ooh, but there's a treasure right here. Nice. Let's grab this. He might just spawn right here. It says he's up, though. Is he below us? Maybe he's below us. Oh, is he in the box? Oh, Jesus, he's in the box. No one ever expects it to be in the box. What's in the box? So he's gonna come out of the box, probably have to fight him, I imagine. Alright. Oh, I just hit... Oh, I pressed my ability after I pressed Convoke. I screwed myself a little bit. What an idiot. I screwed myself with that... Oh, I wasted a minute cooldown. Because I clicked something after I clicked it. It's a channel. So I broke the channel. We'll still get it, but... It's alright. Just gonna take longer. Oh, we have help now. That's nice. What in the General Grievous is this? This guy's got a General Grievous kind of ability. You see that with his twisting blades? I could avoid that. I could run away and heal. We're not in trouble with dying. You just run away. Fight him. It's easy. Get some distance, get over here, throw a few heals down as he gets to us. It's easy peasy. Druids never really... Druids, oh, that person tanked. Druids and, like, Death Knights, even Demon Hunters, it feels like they're never really in danger of death. God, the FPS is just insane. Okay, give me just... Sorry, one sec. I just need, like a minute. I need to call somebody back really, really quick. I'm not sure. Just give me one sec. Sorry about that, sorry about that, sorry about that. We're back. Okay, so sorry about that. Jesus. Okay, let's get into it. Just gotta open up chat so I don't, Jesus. I didn't see I missed texts, I missed phone calls. Jesus Christ. I wasn't paying attention, I was yapping too much. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's get back into it. Okay, we freed this guy. We finished the quest, didn't we? Why is it telling us? It's showing that he's there. But it's done. We can return to hand in the contract to collect our reward. So I wonder what the point of this is, though. God, our FPS is so bad. I wonder what the point of this is. It's probably for reputation, I'm sure, but I would imagine there's a bigger reason. Maybe rewards. Maybe it's its own, like, reputation or something. Maybe it's not, like, the whole zone's reputation, but rather this, the more bounties you do for this guy specifically has his own, like, currency or quartermaster or something. Maybe? I don't know. Is there treasure here? Ethereal pocket storage. Where the hell is it? Right here. There it is. We loot it before they hit us? Come on. I have to fight them to hit us too many times in succession. Alright, nuke them. Look it. I want the loot. I want the loot. Nuked. Absolutely nuked. It's overkill, but I don't deal with it anymore. Jesus Christ. These guys just, like, flies to horse shit. They just keep showing up. This is insane, dude. It's absolutely insane. It's like classic WoW Murlocs. Holy. Okay, now we can hand in the quest and see where it leads. Can you go through this archway? This archway. God, this FPS is so painful. Okay, so what does this do now?
Respect the trust.
Key threat. And in the quest, we get the rep and the strands. That upgrades our thing. We're at capped now. We're at 6. So if I just click this, does it say 6? It says 701. So how do I upgrade this? Where do the strands go? If I go to currency, do I see the strands there? War within. It doesn't show them. Wouldn't be under like miscellaneous. No. Huh. Maybe they just automatically upgrade or something. So he doesn't have any more quests. So is that a weekly thing? Is that a daily thing? So I'll have to come back and check. It gave you 400 reputation with the trust. And it has a blue marker over its head. So that could either be weekly or daily. I think it's daily, but who knows. This is another rare. Purple Pete. That's a fun name. So we have a bunch of world quests that are up. Looks like we still have 2 quests here we haven't done. There might be more even. What is this now? Renowned Quartermaster. Did we even look at you yet? There's so much to unpack here. I feel like we did, didn't we? But he's a quest for us now.
Do you wish to trade?
Oh, he's gonna give us crystals.
It is good to see.
Oh, he's gonna give us
imperial
crests.
kid again.
Okay, nice. So what does he sell? Patterns. Inscription. Once per week, attune yourself to the energies of the targeted Mana Forge raid. Ah, it's for the raid. I understand. Chest. It's not. It doesn't seem too good though. Like all this gear. By the time you unlock this gear, it's useless, even for alts. By the time you get the reputation to unlock the gear, right? It's a really sick mount. I want that mount. Holy, I want that mount. I think we looked at this last time. It's a sick mount. We need more weird, obscure, disgusting creatures like this as mounts,
May
please.
succeed
Thank
in
you.
your endeavors.
I want mounts that make you say ew. I want that. Give us more of those. Give us more ooze. Lately, all the mounts have been ahs. I don't want ahs. I want ooze. The oo to ah ratio is... No. It's way off. Okay. So, I'm not seeing a lot of questions. So we'll just fly to this I guess these ones. We'll start just knocking these out of the way. And we haven't even fully explored the zone. Maybe we'll find if we can find some... God, this guy already did 11. That's crazy. Someone's already clearing 11. That's insane. We'll, knock off some of the quests, I guess, in the zone, see what it gets us. I feel like there's something that you can get from doing that, or rep or something. I don't know what the answer is, and I feel like someone can tell me. If I fill this up with water too much, and I do this too tight, and I try to pull from the straw, it's, like, impossible to pull from. It's really hard. But then if I loosen the lid, and, like, loosen the, like, the suction of the seal, it's easier to pull from. It's easier to pull from the straw. Now, I imagine the answer is you're creating a vacuum of some sort, and when there's no air exchange and you're just pulling from it, it's creating like a negative space or whatever you want to call it, where it becomes harder to pull from because there's no exchange of like airflow, I guess, to like allow for it to maintain that ease of suction or whatever it is. I could be wrong. I need my smart friends in chat to explain to me what the hell's happening. If they put me in charge of like the Manhattan Project and the atomic bomb, it would have blown up before we even loaded it on an airplane. Because I'd make some kind of mistake. But thank God I'm not in charge of science. But I just noticed that. I'm like, I wonder what's causing it. I feel like that's what's causing it though. Is it's creating like negative pressure. Is that the word? I didn't think I used that word before. It sounds like the right word. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's all mumbo jumbo. But as far as I'm concerned, science is just witchcraft anyway. So there's that. So what do we do here? Unmoored phase divider stabilized. Do we have to phase shift? Is that what we have to do? Maybe you have to phase shift here. Is there one of those phase shifting things around here? Right, it's all the way in here. So we'll pick up that quest first. See what this quest is. We picked up a quest, or we just handed off a quest from this guy. Hunt down some of those guys. Prollisks? Is that how you say it? Okay. So now we pop on to... I don't know what the phase regulator is. Oh. What's exit phase diving? Why would you need that if you could just right-click the buff? What's the point of that, buying that? If you don't want to right-click the buff? So where's the thing that does it for you, though? I see it on my map, I just don't see it. It's right over here. Right here. But once we click this, we can't jump down, we're gonna have to walk, because you can't fly. So, like, I'll take fall damage. Unless I go through this way. So is this a quest we can do? So the quest we just picked up, is that something we can do in this phase as well? Or do we have to do that outside of the phase? Let's quickly just do this one first. And let's see if this one is in the phase. Because I thought it seemed like it. Because whatever the items were that were around here, I did not see. Here it is. There you go. You take the phase, now the items are here. That's exactly what they... Does that make sense? It's a cool mechanic. I thought it was Dark Souls 2 that did something like this, where like the zones change based on like day or nighttime mode. It could have been another Souls game that was not FromSoft, but I think there was another Souls game like FromSoft that also played with an idea like that, where the zones would change based on day or night, and the magic you used also would change or something. But I thought Dark Souls 2 also had a mechanic like that, but I'm not sure. I have not played Dark Souls 2, so I'm not sure, but I thought it was something along those lines. This is a pretty easy quest. Maybe it's supposed to be harder, I'm not sure, but we've gotten very lucky just clicking these guys. Nothing's really attacking us or anything.
As you can
That's
see,
it. So that was pretty easy. I
everyone
mean, maybe we probably got lucky or something, but... a little Fell Hunter. Alright, let's... see if these guys are in this phase. If they're not, we may need to exit this phase. The music is so hopeful for the zone. It's so silly. Not that I have a problem with it, it just doesn't seem to fit the zone. So I'm not seeing anything. I see this thing. What an ugly looking animal. It's a weird face. Yeah, so maybe... oh, it's a weird looking fox. What if these foxes are in the phase zone or they're in both zones, I wonder. It'd be really cool if there were specific hunter pets that only existed in the phase. So you'd have to like enter the phase and search for them. That'd be really cool. You know, just to give hunters like the opportunity to hunt a little bit. Ooh, that's new. It's a shame. All these cool looking things are aberrations. They're not beasts, so I don't think hunters can tame them, which is a shame. So I think these are new enemies, which is neat, but it's not what we need. So I think we need to exit the phase because I'm not seeing any of the mobs. So I think they might be out of this phase. Let's see if they pop up now all of a sudden. Although when I was in the phase, something popped up there I need to explore, so I'll have to check that out at a later date. Okay, so the foxes are still here. The foxes are here in both phases. Softly swirling moat. Look at that thing. Holy shit. That is ginormous. It's a shame we just missed that rare spawn. I wonder what he drops. He looks like he dropped something good. Okay, let's... I haven't found a single one of these guys yet. This is crazy. Let's see what the quest objective says. Not that one. It's... I need motes from the worms outside of the ecodome. I'm an idiot. I gotta read. While you're out there, hunt down some of those corollas. These guys. That's what you need. Outside. Tells you right there. It's my fault for not reading. Alright, pulled these guys as well. We need 4 of these guys. Pull some of these guys. I really like the idea of deserts. I think... I don't know if people think it's overused, but deserts always work in video games because they're vast, they're eerie, they're creepy. They really work for giving the feeling of vastness, or what's the word? That like existential dread of I'm a small being in a much larger existence that's uncaring of my existence. When you're in like Caelid and you can just see in like as far as the eyes can see, or you're in that other game too, which I have not played, with Norman Reedus, I think his name is. God, Kojima directs the game, I think, and writes it. What's it called? Death Stranding. Even in Death Stranding, the game seems very like open world and very empty. And I think a lot of people are quick to judge and say, well, emptiness is just lazy development. But there's a lot to unpack in like what's not there. When you fill it with like Nier Automata was interesting because it was filled with buildings. Everywhere you looked, there was like lots of stuff, but you couldn't enter any of it. So it was just these like empty husks. And I'm sure it was there to tell a story of like an abandoned building, I understand, but to me at least, it's almost worse when you have a whole bunch of stuff that can't be interacted with compared to just having nothing and it just being like vacant and empty. And I don't know. I felt like the desert zone in Nier was better than the city zones in Nier. For the same reason. It had this like uncaring kind of feel to it. Like this zone, not just this zone, but there's a whole world out there that's way bigger and uncaring of your existence. And you feel like you're the main character, but the truth is, there's a whole bunch of stuff happening that doesn't even know you exist. And I think desert zones really contribute to that kind of that feeling of like aloneness or emptiness or smallness. A game that seems to really capture that feeling from like what I've heard. I've not played it, but I think I got it for free one time. They were giving it away on Amazon or something. I think it's Outer Wilds, I think it's called. I want to play it on stream. I figured it'd be fun to play one time. And I think that's another game that's similar in the sense where it's very empty a lot of the time. And the point of it is to give you that feeling of vastness. That feeling that like you're so much smaller in a much bigger thing. The only time I think it really works to like really cram a lot of shit into a city or a zone is if a lot of things are interactable, because then that makes it feel alive. So if you look at Elden Ring's a good example, but like I'll say even more so like Red Dead Redemption, Baldur's Gate, World of Warcraft, even with Stormwind City. Even if there's not a lot going on in a lot of the buildings, even if there's not a lot of NPCs, it's a lot of just empty buildings. Just the fact that there are these structures that you can enter and exit out of gives it a feeling. It's almost worse when it's empty. And I say that in a positive way. It's almost like better. It's almost scarier, but better if it's empty, because then it makes it feel like, where is everybody? It almost gives this like eeriness, this creepiness. If you have a big city where all these doors are available and open and things you can explore and nooks and crannies and no one's there. But Baldur's Gate and Red Dead Redemption, like every nook and every cranny is interactable. Hey, we got a BOE blue. That's exciting. Look at that. It's luck. That's streamer luck. And it gives the world this feeling of like aliveness. It's really cool. But I really like Mexico and Red Dead 1 because in Mexico it was very open, from what I remember. And then you would just see like a small town, or you would just see like a few small encampments, or what are those like structures called? They're like not army bases. They're sort of like army bases, where it was these structures of like stone, like forts. I think they're called forts. You would see a fort once in a while in Mexico, and it was pretty cool. Made it feel very alive in Red Dead. Oh, the FPS is just shit in the bed. It's so bad. Okay, so we've killed 5 out of 6 of these guys. The FPS is so bad right now. Sorry about that, guys. It sucks. There's a mana worm. I was about to say we haven't seen another mana worm since. These guys are a lot harder to find. But I don't know if desert zones are boring now. But I always, anytime I see them in a game, I think it's great. Like a brilliant desert zone in classic World of Warcraft is, if you guys know of, well, Tanaris is like always brilliant. I love Tanaris, but the Shimmering Flats no longer exists. It's only in Classic WoW, the Shimmering Flats. I guess all the way up before Cataclysm, the Shimmering Flats. But it was empty. White, cracked ground, like clay-like ground, and just emptiness. And it sort of looked like the Matrix. And it was just, I love when it's like one color as far as the eye can see. It's such a cool feeling. And I remember seeing it for the first time. I remember stepping, because what happens is to get to the Shimmering Flats in WoW, especially in Classic, you have to travel through this like canyon. So you travel through this canyon where everything wants to kill you, and all of a sudden you see like in the distance, like just like white, just blank whiteness. And you walk towards it. As you get closer, it starts opening up in front of you. And you see it's just this whiteness that goes on forever. It's just like everything is just clear and empty, and there's like not many mobs, and it's like creepy, and you can't even see how far it goes. And you're like, I could turn back when there's a million mobs, or I could just go forward and see what's this way. And like that feeling, and to be fair, it's the same thing with Caelid. It's the same thing with Caelid when you play Elden Ring. When you go from Limgrave and you step over, and you can just see, you're not even in Caelid yet, because Limgrave is connected to Caelid, and there's a road that you take where there's like a broken, it's like a fence, a very small fence. Like if you go to like Ireland or England, England I think has it too. A lot of older European countries I feel like have very small fences that were just meant to divide land. I don't think it was like meant to actually physically keep someone out. It was just to say like, this is the line in the sand where like I own the property. It's like that kind of a fence where like you could just step over it, but it was broken down to show like this is like a new zone, but to show that it is like separated. That's why they put the fence there. It's like, this is technically a new zone. My point is, I'm getting lost in the weeds. My point is, when you're in Limgrave and you play Elden Ring for the first time and you see the ground is pretty and colorful, and then it starts becoming more scorched and red and creepy and eerie, and you look down and you just see it's like oasis, like red, like hellish oasis, which I guess is an oxymoron, of just red sand, and it looks like eerie and rotten and crimson and creepy and high level, and maybe if you're lucky you'll see like a weird dog, those like weird Caelid dogs with the teeth, with the big heads, and it's just like pacing back and forth, and you're like, what in the hell is that thing? And it probably won't aggro you because you're too far, but like just looking at it from a distance is like, oh, that looks dangerous, that looks scary. And that feeling, I think, is hard to capture, but if done right, it's like an unforgettable experience in gaming. And I think the games that go for those moments probably only get it once every, like, if I were to guess, like, I feel like if they had 10 shots of trying to get that, evoke that feeling out of players, I feel like they would get it probably like 3 out of 10 times. They'd probably like fail 7 times for every like 10 attempts they do to get that, evoke that feeling of like wonder or awe. But when they get it, it really sticks with you. So I think a lot of the games that really hit it off, especially those kinds of like adventure or exploration kind of games, are taking big risks, because I think they know that like on the other side of risk is that like wondrous awe moment of like, wow, this really sticks with you forever. You never really forget the first time you step into Caelid. You never forget the first time you step into like some zones, and it could be different for every game. If you're a Zelda player, I'm sure there's a Zelda zone that you're like, the first time you step into this zone, it's like this like terror. You never like, that's what makes like gaming so great. Same thing with movies, right? Books are the same thing. It's like always a scene that haunted you as a kid. The raptors from Jurassic Park. I think like to be able to evoke that kind of like deep, unforgettable like sense of dread or emotion, it's like a really exciting feeling, because you know you're not actually in danger, but a part of your brain is so immersed in whatever you're consuming that you've completely forgotten that you're safe, just like gaming or watching something or reading something. I think that's really fun. Okay. Void use glass, my ticket out of here. The problem is, as the creation process, the motes you brought me can help stabilize the glass. Okay. Channel void energy through it. Stand where a surge is about to happen and collect the glass. Okay, so we just gotta step on the swirls. So right now we're doing quests here, which is fill in this bar, which I guess is a weekly quest. Wow, we have to go all the way over there for this quest for this guy. That'd be cool, druid form, that's Stormhawk. What are my thoughts on player housing? It's a good question. To be honest, I'm not thrilled about it. I think it'll make some people happy. But I'm afraid that in an ideal situation, they hired new talent, unrelated to any of the talent that currently works at Blizzard, to work on player housing. That way, we're not having to sacrifice content in the X-Pack for player housing. I would hate for them to take people away from other things of the game that are staples of WoW, like raiding or Mythic Plus or new systems they wanted to come out with, and then allocate those resources to player housing. If player housing is just a bonus, an add-on to everything else we're getting, it's great. If it's in place of something else, I'm not super thrilled about it, because I don't feel like it's enough. And it sort of kills the idea of like, WoW. I know there's like supposedly neighborhoods, but and the idea of the garrison was interesting, but I didn't love it, because you did sort of isolate you from like main cities. I like the idea of main cities, so I don't know. I hate to be skeptical about it, so I'm hoping it'll be cool, but I am a little bit skeptical, to be honest. How do you feel about it? That was a long-winded way to say that. I see, if you stand on it, he just throws you up. So we collect 3 of them. The reason why I'm skeptical about player housing is I believe in previous X-Pack they made the joke, I think it was Warlords of Draenor. I think Ian Hazacostas said that when they made garrisons for us, it came at the cost of a raid tier. So I think Warlords of Draenor was 1 raid shorter because they gave us garrisons instead of a raid tier. And I'm not even a raider, but just the idea of losing out on like actual content for the sake of what feels like something that should be a side project sort of hurts a little bit. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Like, I mean, I think the cosmetic idea will be fun. I'm all down for cosmetics. I just don't know how it's gonna. I just don't know like the true value it would bring to like WoW, because WoW seems like. I could be getting really deep in the weeds here, but it seems like to me player housing is sort of the antithesis of like what WoW is supposed to be, because like WoW is about like going out and exploring, and player housing is the opposite. It's like staying in, sort of. And I know it's just like you're not staying in for long, or you're just getting stuff to collect, but like I feel like the mounts are to explore the world with the mounts. You collect the pets, take your pets on your adventures with you. Transmog is so you can look cool in raids with your friends. I don't know. The idea of just like doing something so you could like collect stuff in like a stagnant area seems sort of like anti what WoW is supposed to be, and I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. It seems like a strange choice for the type of game WoW is. But people have been asking for it for a long time, and I know a lot of MMOs also have it. So it's coming from WoW. It's just hard for me to see the value of it, but clearly people that play other MMOs love it. So there's got to be some value there. I mean, I'm hopeful for the future. I try to be. I mean, being a pessimist, I guess, just sort of sucks. So, just have to hope that Chris Metzen will bring us back to a better place. To be fair, this X-Pack was not horrible. I think this was a step in the right direction. I think Dragonflight was a step in the right direction. It wasn't my favorite, but it certainly felt like they were at least listening to some feedback from like previous expansions, and even if it wasn't ideal, it's still closer to what I would like WoW to be than what it was previous iterations. And this feels even more so than I feel like if you compare Dragonflight and this one's even better than Dragonflight was. So I'm hoping that means that we're stepping in the right direction. I don't know how the general player base feels about that though. I keep stepping on it at the wrong time. I keep wanting to extract the stuff, and I'm doing it too late, and it's just blowing up. I gotta wait for one to drop and then step on it really quick. But I'm not sure if people like Dragonflight more than this X-Pack or vice versa, but I thought this one was... I mean, look, don't get me wrong, it has its flaws, but overall I think it's a pretty decent X-Pack. Gotta keep this way now? Jesus, am I fast enough? Before it shoots me up, before it shoots me up! Oh, we just got it, Jesus. Nope, 20 out of 20. Done. Okay. So I'm not going to make it to that, I'm not going to make it to that thing in time, probably. We could try and fly over there in time. The problem is we're manually flying. So we have 71% of our... It's funny, they call it more than just a phase. It's more than just a phase, Mom. 71% of this world quest done. So if we do these dailies, that should probably finish us off. Should give us more than enough. If not, we can kill rares, and that should finish us off. But it'll reset, like, tomorrow, too. We have all week still, but... You know, today's Sunday, so we have Monday to do it, which is more than enough time. But 'cause these quests are not dailies, so they don't count.
We have toiled endlessly for this day. May you succeed.
So this guy's leaving. Is he going to Shatrath City? Is that where he's moving to? Oh, it's a rare spawn right here. Right here. Good luck pronouncing that name. Oh, we went away. What is it? Oh, there it is. Hecatamos, the elemental disjunction. Is that this thing? You click this? Or what's going on? Where is he? Is he above us? Do we have to do something maybe to summon him? It says the elemental disjunction. Ritual table. Waiting for reinforcements. To the Shadow Guard. So in 2 days something happens here. So that's not that. This, I bet the rare has to do with this. This feels like it's just... Why is this here otherwise? That's a sick mount. That's a really sick mount. That's probably something you have to pay for, I imagine. Huh. Windcatcher. Is this what we have to do? Windcatcher, maybe? Is that part of the summoning him, maybe? Oh, no, it's just these. What do these do? Wait a minute, what does it say? The uncaring winds of Koresh strip everything given time. So... What does it strip? It strips something. Will it strip the flame? I feel like this does something. Maybe I'm wrong. We haven't looking too deep into this. But the fact that it says it strips everything given time, meaning like there's something we have to remove in order to reveal it with the wind, I would guess, but maybe not. I don't know. Doominder? That's something else? Maybe these are just buffs unrelated to this rare. I don't know. It's okay. It's always fun trying to figure out how the rares work. Sometimes I have to Google it because I just can't. It's just... I can't figure it out. So if I click this, it's a new buff. Are to rest, yet inevitable when in motion. It must be doing something. I wonder if there's an achievement if you get all these buffs. Spectral Lantern. So we have 3 of them now. Is there another one? I'm not seeing any more. What's this lantern do? Spectral flames of Koresh surround you. Because I feel like they're all different elementals. One's wind, one was fire, one was water. I feel like we're just missing earth. And like, then we have all the elements. And then... Oh, he summoned them! The guy summoned them! Oh, see, I missed it. So I feel like that's what it was. Because they're not showing up anymore, so that's probably what it was. So at least we figured it out for next time. So it looks like you probably grab the elements. So you have the fire, the water, the air, and then probably like ground somewhere around here. And then you go back to the fire and it probably like summons him or something. Alright, we'll talk to this guy really quick. We'll hand in this quest. And then we will, I guess, make it to this world quest and keep working on this weekly. The new delve was really cool. I really enjoyed the new delve. It was interesting and it was a different design. I know, I'm tired of all the mines. So many mines. I'm tired of all the mine designs, so I'm grateful for something new and ethereal looking. I know that he thinks I'm abandoning him, breaking my oath. This I declare the terms between us have been met. Excellente. Alright, let's hop over here. Oh, it's another quest. What did I miss? Satchel of Seeds. Whoops, I left a little bit too fast. Whoops. Each bears seeds of various shapes and sizes alongside packets of a neatly folded handwritten note dealing... Okay. Interesting. So he says he's going to go to Shatrath City or Silvermoon. I wonder if I go to those places now, if we'll see him. Or I wonder if in the X-Pack, the new X-Pack coming out, if one of those zones will be revamped, and all of a sudden he'll show up as a seed vendor. I feel like that's foreshadowing. That he'll show up as like a vendor or something in one of those new zones.
Let's go to see our ethereal
So
king again.
they called this Avoiding the Void. It would have been better if they just called it then like hyphen voiding, avoiding, or something like that. Just avoiding the void. It's like, oh come on, you could have played with that so much more. These seeds are all from plants that will thrive here. That's how he got off the hook, I see. Very nice. So he was able to redeem himself by giving them seeds, because the seeds are seeds that thrive in this area. So they'll be able to grow all kinds of special seeds that thrive in this area, so he's giving back to the planet. So that's his, like, redemption. So that's how he's now forgiven and able to travel. That's my understanding of the story that just happened. Again, it's okay. I think it's a little bit too rooted in like humanity. I sort of like the idea of like these guys being weird and alien and dealing with like weird alien problems, not like bureaucracy sort of. But the bureaucracy was fun for the goblins because that's their characters are sort of like bureaucratic and corrupt at the same time. The Goblin Zone and the Goblins were poking fun at like modern day life, where you have like all these like government institutions working amongst each other, all trying to like, for lack of a better word, undercut each other, steal from each other, get the upper hand on each other, all coexisting while at the same time undercutting each other to a degree. And that's sort of what the Goblin Zone was, where all the Goblin factions and all the quests were like sort of working in conjunction with each other, but at the same time they all had their own ulterior motives. And you could, if you read the text, like it was intentional. Like everybody's skimming off the top, stealing a little bit of money, lying about how much they made, because when they have to like pay like their taxes or whatever, like they want a little for themselves. That worked for them. That was funny. So like making the goblins more human-like or like more like based in reality sort of worked. It was like a funny like little joke zone. But once in a while, like go really off the walls with the storytelling. And I feel like these alien dudes were like a really good way to like not rein it in about stories about like dying mothers or redemption arcs. Instead, just go like real weird. Get real weird with it. But maybe I'm just, you know, I don't know. Here to explore the space. The place is soaked with pristine void energy. Okay. So like a really cool example of like getting real weird with it is there was a delve where you would take, I think you eat a mushroom and you would like start tripping, and the whole delve was like a trippy delve. We did it on stream, I'm pretty sure, where like you were rescuing pink elephants, you were running at like breakneck speed, everything looked hazy and weird. That was a really good example. Oh, excuse me. That was a really good example of getting weird. Like, it's fun, it's different, it doesn't feel like wow. I think when you start playing with like ideas like that, it's a mushroom delve. One of the quests will be like you take mushrooms and like lose your mind a little bit. So if it was the same thing where like these guys are aliens, they're weird, so like some of their quests would be like sort of strange to us but normal to them, it gives you the opportunity to be more creative a little bit.
Come with an open mind.
Because like every zone just has that quest where you just ride on that like raft and you just take pictures. It's like, yeah, I understand it's a staple. The climbing one is a staple. We just climb like rocks. I understand it's a staple. But maybe like some of these new weird zones can have like new weird gimmicky quests, world quests that are just different and strange and only in this new zone. Because it just feels like you go to the Walrus Zone, you're doing the snapshot quest, the Pokemon Go snapshot quest on a raft. Then you go to the Goblin Zone, then you're doing it on a hoverboard. Then you go to this zone, it's the same quest, you're just doing it on a boat. So it just sort of feels like just like a reskin version of the same thing. And I feel like you could change that by just altering it slightly and making it a little bit more like a different version of the same thing, sort of. And more than just making it like a hoverboard, from like instead of making it on the ground, you make it flying. Like that's not enough, I don't think, in my opinion. But I don't know.
Shadows watch over
Okay.
you.
These aren't the world quests though. Let's do the world quests first. These are just like side quests. Do the world quests. Enter the phase. Sabotage thwarted. I think thwarted is how you say it. That's a word that I've always read, but never actually pronounced. I think it's thwarted. I don't know. I know what it means. I just don't know how. I just never verbalized it. Goodness, I'm excited to see what player housing is, though. I mean, it seems like some of the streamers I've watched have expressed excitement about it, but they're maybe just more hopeful. I don't know. I think the female player base is probably, I would imagine, if I were to guess, is probably most excited. Just based on the genre of games that they're generally more attracted to compared to the male player base that plays WoW. At least from my experience. I don't know I'll have any male friends that play Sims or a lot of those types of games, but I think every single female that I'm friends with plays Sims. And if not Sims, both Sims and Animal Crossing, actually, all of them, interestingly enough, play Sims and Animal Crossing. So it seems like maybe it's just the people that I know, or maybe just those game types are just more for that genre of player. And I think that aligns more with player housing in WoW than like some of the other stuff. I think Mythic Plus is not as popular as I think people... I don't have the numbers to back this up, but I think it's really sweaty, and I think sweats are becoming more of a minority in World of Warcraft. I think it's becoming more... Even in like Mists and Classic, and there will always be sweats, but I don't think the number of sweats is quite as high as it used to be in previous iterations of the game. And I don't think that's a problem, but I just think the things that were once valued, the values have shifted for what people want out of this game. That's more what I mean. And I think Mythic Plus was just like, they're just like, we'll just slap a new look on Raid and Mythic, and then it'll just make people happy for 3 to 4 years for the next X pack. And I think now people the majority of the player base doesn't even really do that anymore. This guy's killing me. We don't have to kill him anyways, so we'll just run away. Fuck it. We don't have to fight him anyways. God, the slows are just dog shit. That's death. We're dead. GG, go again. GG, go again. Or not, maybe. Druids, man. Druids, am I right? Holy druids. Holy druids. Crazy, man. Yeah, we made it. We're okay. That's nuts, dude. Look at that. Remember what I said? Druids like never die. That's exactly what I mean. We should die. Any other class probably would have died there. Druid was just like, I wasn't even really paying attention. You know, you just pop into bear, you pop a frenzied regen, call it a day. When your uncle has too many beers, you call it a frenzied degen. Alright.
New doorways have opened to us. The universe is full of mystery.
Oh, she gives us another quest. Okay. So that's just that. So we're not going to do that just yet. Phase altered, essence collected. I mean, we could do this now, but I want you to do the world quest. Try to finish this weekly first. Aberration. That's how you pop out of this. Oh, skywriting glyph. It's not going to be in this world because you can't fly. So we'll pop out of this world. I guess I don't need to click that. I guess you could just do this. Where is it? How do you get out of here? This one. And then if we go like this, we can fly up. It's probably above us or something. I imagine it's got to be close. If we sensed it around here. Right there. Found it. Nice. I haven't looked up a guide for any of these yet. As I sense them, I'm like, let's look for it. Because I like trying to find them on my own. And we found a good portion so far. Like it's... Wow, we almost found all of them. Wow, they're really easy this time. We found a good portion of them. I haven't looked up a single one. That's crazy, man. Okay. You have to take the phase, I think, for this quest then, maybe? Yeah, you have to do it in the phase. We'll do this quest later. Let's go do some world quests first. Over the next few days, I'm going to try to figure out Red Dead Redemption. If I can't get it working and it's still crashing, we'll just do, like, Baldur's Gate or something next, just until I can get Red Dead actually working, and then we'll eventually get Red Dead working. That glyph that we just sensed, that was the same old one. It's not a new one, right? It's the same one that we just got, I think. Okay, we'll click this. Okay, 29%. 39%. These things are pretty easy, just click these things. Oh yeah, I left that there, I forgot to show you. Yeah, that wasn't meant to be for us. Yeah. Someone slipped it under the door. It's like, dude, it's the wrong, you didn't even, it's weird because the numbers, how do you get the address wrong? You wrote the address on it, you still slipped it under the wrong address. That's crazy, dude. Jeez, man. Okay, 56. So I don't think, do we get anything from killing these guys or just clicking the conduits? Might just be the conduits. I wonder if we can just do this. Like, it's cheating, but... What are they all doing over there like that? What is that all about? Why are they all, like, in formation like that? That's so strange. Attacks consume mana. That's weird. They're just... Is that bugged? That looks bugged. Why are they just sitting there like that? There. Weird, huh? Weird. Another one? 98. And that should be lucky number 99. Come on, buddy. Got it.
Well done.
Easy.
We must be swift to
Easy,
counter-aim with
boys.
the Shadow God mace.
Ugly polearm. And that's only 86, huh? Really? Oh, it's not phase diving. Oh, so it's not just quests in the area. It's got to be phase diving quests. So this quest we can phase dive. So we'll phase dive for this quest, and then we'll do it. We don't need to, but we can. So we will, and that should give us the quest. Where's the phase thing for this? We gotta phase here and then run all the way here. That's crazy, man. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, rare spawned. Let's do that instead. We'll do this later. Let's do that rare spawn while he's up. He just spawned, so hopefully we can grab it. I wonder how many of these rares drop like mounts or anything sort of like that. I'd be curious to know. Lots of treasures around here. What's a quest I missed? I'll have to grab that after. The Void Hunter. Ooh. So it's still at 0%, so hopefully that means that I won't miss it. Sometimes they fill up and finish so fast that by the time you get there, you miss it. Okay, so you gotta kill these guys around the area. Right here. So it's filling up. 34%. Might have to tank this thing. I might have to swap to tank after we fill this bar up because it doesn't look like we have a tank. It's a red paladin and a dragon and dragon scan tank. That's another red paladin. Oh, maybe he's a prot. He is prot, so that's good. So there's one tank. I don't know how many people would be able to tank this thing though. We are at 46%. This thing moves slow, huh? Jesus. Maybe with more people coming, I'll speed it up a little bit. 50. Oh, the slows are just painful. The slows are so painful. Okay, we're gonna swap to tank just to be safe. Don't know what this thing is that we're about to fight, so. Oh, I forgot we're using this form. It's a fun bear form. Okay, that is 78%. That'll be like 80 something. 82. Pull this guy. Pull this one all the way in Africa. What is this shield I have around me? That's new. Oh, that's my... Oh! That's my cloak. That's really cool. That's new. I haven't played a tank since I got my cloak. So you have this new ability. That's really neat. Okay, sick. Alright. Oh, big boy. There he is. We got him. We got him. Alright, let's see what he drops. Sick. This is why we tank. I don't know if there's anyone else here to tank him right now. There's a Void Tendril tanking him. Oh, there's a Void Walker. There's a Void Walker to tank, so the pet could tank him. So the pets. There's always pets. But what happens sometimes is some of these rares, they hit too hard, and the pet dies after like 1 or 2 hits, and then it's just a priest tanking again. So even if the pet always taunts off you, keep tanking it, because what will happen is the pet will get 1 or 2 shot. Not always, sometimes. And then something's got to pick it up. So like, if there's a million hunters, it just jumps from warlock pet to hunter pet to hunter pet to warlock pet forever. But if there's only like 1 or 2 hunters, and it's one of those ads that really crush a pet's armor, it will die pretty quick. Most of the time it doesn't happen, but occasionally it does. It seems like this guy doesn't hit too much because the pet is healing for more than he's taking. But he did lose a little bit of health, pet, so it is hitting, but not enough. the self-healing for pets, for warlocks and hunters, is so high that it really has to be an obnoxious amount of damage in order for the character to not be able to keep their pet or demon up. Especially a demonology warlock. All the damage a demo warlock does, I believe, turns into like pet mitigation, gives him a bit of a shield. Especially Mists of Pandaria. Oh my god, that's where it started from what I remember. Mists was disgusting. There was an ability, I don't remember what it was, but I just remember the more damage you did, the more shielding you would get on yourself and your demon. And I would play a Destruction Warlock in Mists. That's why we're going to play Mists. We're playing Mists of Pandaria on stream. We got to play Mists of Pandaria on stream. We'll join Tuka's guild. Well, maybe we'll make a Warlock, so you guys can see. The more damage you would do, the more shielding you would get. Literally invincible. Literally, it was disgusting. Like, it was absolutely like tanking bosses as a warlock. When the tank was long dead, your health wasn't even moving, while still topping the meters. Insane. It'll be a lot of fun to do. Okay. What's this quest? Deliver the crystallized animate of Venari in the Oasis. Okay. Okay, friends. I think today we're just going to call it there. We did all the stuff, at least, like we said we would on stream. We did the delve. We explored the new zone, did some dailies, saw some of the new content, which is really exciting. We'll hand in this quest really quick, and I think we'll call it. Next stream will be Tuesday. I'm hoping, I don't want to promise anything, we'll get Red Dead Redemption fixed by then. I'm hoping I can get it working and test it. The problem is, once I do all the things to fix it, I still need to be able to play it off stream for long enough to make sure there's no crashing. So assuming I have enough time from now until Tuesday to fix it and also play it so I can test it so it doesn't crash, then Tuesday would be fun to play Red Dead. If I'm still running behind and Red Dead's not available, maybe we'll try Baldur's Gate, try an evil playthrough. Maybe we'll do a little bit of World of Warcraft. We can see, we can figure it out in the Discord. I can ask you guys what you're thinking, see what the Discord says. We can go off that. If you want to join the Discord, links in the bio. There's always links. If you're willing to like the video on YouTube, it helps people find us. Yeah, next stream is Tuesday. It'll be for longer. I gotta figure out what the fuck is going on with this Red Dead. My plan was just to play Red Dead for 4 hours every stream, and it has not been working. And that plus the moving has just been like, I'm at my max bandwidth, so my thinking has not been tip-top Magoo, unfortunately. But we'll get there. I appreciate you guys being here today, even if it was a little bit shorter. Next stream is Tuesday. We'll see you guys then. Be a blast. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, and I will see you